WesWes Show.
And we are back. Welcome everybody to another episode of the Late Returns Film Review Podcast. This is the show we talk about old school movies we watched back in the day, or at least we hired out at the local video store, and maybe a few times relate to return them and develop some late fees at the local video store. So we'll either pay them off or join the next video store up the road.
No, real quick survey. How many video memberships did you have back in your day?
Man, I had
banned from everyone, cuz.
You had a few. I think all the Lincoln Road ones. Lincoln Road up here in Ranui. Yeah, man. Swanson Road.
Yeah, I think
And
it was
then
me.
eventually made it all the way to Video Easy in Mount Albert for some reason.
Oh, shit.
Holy
The big mess of Video Easy there, eh?
far out.
Yeah, I think we got as far as Mount Albert too. That's the one on North Road, eh? Shout out,
Yeah.
man. Yeah.
I remember that one too.
I
Yeah.
think Blockbuster, Kelston. But yeah, started from Lincoln Road. Then there was United. I think was that Swanson. And then those two, then we went all the way, as far as North Road. Shout out to my Uncle Kelly and Atene, man. Yeah. That was our
great.
spot, eh? We'd go up there at Mount Albert.
Yeah, Mount Albert.
I remember the
Oh,
Blockbuster in Castle. I thought that was the most expensive one, eh? That's the Conga one. That one.
So like, I don't know why people went there. It was just for just to look at all the big aisles with the same bloody DVD and video, eh?
Yeah. Right. Thanks, boys, for jumping on. We are here to talk about the 1992 sports movie, White Men Can't Jump, starring Woody Harrelson and Wesley Snipes. Man, it's going to be a good one, boys. Let's do it. Roll the trailer.
Oh, it is hard work being this good. Oh, it hurts. Oh, baby, give it up, turn it loose.
It's not about black.
I don't mean to brag, but I'm the greatest.
That's because you never saw me.
It's not about white.
Honey, I'm home.
How much money did you make today?
I missed you too.
I'm sorry, honey.
It's about green.
I want to find out how good you are, chump.
I'm your white shadow.
I have a business proposal for you, as if you don't mind hustling.
What kind of hustle?
$500, baby, and you can pick my teammate.
Give him the chump.
You mean play basketball?
Hey, pretty boy, I got something for you. Shut your anorexic, malnutrition, tapeworm having, overdose, Dick Gregory, Bahamian diet drinking ass up. Give me my money. I seen you hustle.
Hey, I never used no goofy white mother. Hey, who you calling goofy white mother? You goofy.
500 divided by 2. How much do you love me?
I love you, infinity.
Oh, Billy, you're so stupid. You should have said I love you infinity plus infinity.
We shoot you, Billy, but first we want the money. There are rules to hustling. There's an ethics involved.
Yeah, that you wouldn't know a damn thing about.
Will you explain to this Gladys Knight and the pimps?
Pips, the pips.
Winning and losing is all one big organic globule.
I hate it when you talk like that. You got that big Z in your fro, man. What are you, the Black Zorro?
What are you doing?
I'm doing two things.
What?
I'm making them mad. Most guys don't play good when they're mad.
Look, you know you're embarrassing me. That's what you're doing.
Yeah, well, that's the other thing I'm doing.
I only have 4 words for you. White men can't jump.
Okay, I'm here with the brothers Leti from the Empty Out the Clip podcast and Filipo, one of the brothers that's been on the show before and on channel 135. It's good to have you guys on, man, to talk about this movie that I know it's dear to your hearts. White Men Can't Jump.
Yo.
Filipo, like, why do you love this movie?
I think it's a throwback to the other thing. First and foremost, it brings back that nostalgia of when I was sort of in my teens watching this movie, and sort of I saw it in my formative years. I was like 13, 14 when I finally saw the movie. It had been out for a while, but access to it and actually getting my hands on it was a bit of a challenge in my household. So if I finally got my hands on it and just watched it, then it literally became like the movie that I watched regularly because it was just that entertaining. Second of all, it's one of those movies that's that gives like a sort of helped me sort of shape I guess like the first part of my teenage years in the way that in my comebacks and just the way that I talked, the same way that Rush Hour did as well. But Yeah, I don't know. I'll always go back to nostalgia on this one. That's why I love it. That's why I love this movie a lot, and I'll still watch it to this day, beginning to end. What about you, Liz?
Bro, it pretty much is the greatest film ever put on UHS, DVD, and you can stream, man. Like, just from beginning to end, like, it opens up with a hymn. Like how great of a movie would you know it started off with a hymn? And then they break you into the hip hop, and it's played throughout the whole film. But even just the messages through the whole film, like, just the, you hear over your uncles when they say, oh, like, "Ele kala fo ile si koenga fe aku." Those sort of yarns. This is throughout the whole bloody film, man. And if I could translate, even the sun shines on a dog's mully, if I could say it in chocolate, I'd be saying it every other day, bro. Like, that's how rich this film is, full of those quotes. But now, yeah, just one of the gems I always take from that has been when Billy hears from Gloria, like, "I love you infinity times one." Like, that there, let alone, if you're that stupid, yeah, you know what the film's relating to, which part of the film. So, yeah, I've always said that to my wife, man. "I love you infinity times infinity," like, and that's the greatest number there ever is. So that's one thing I look for the film, man. But yeah, that's why that film's just so many gems in that film, bro. And yeah, I just watched it again this morning, and like, it's still gold, bro. Like, timeless, timeless.
Nice Brothers. Yeah, man, this movie came out in 1992, and I was third form at the time. I was just out of high school, but this film appealed to me because I was into basketball. And I started playing basketball at Form 2, and then I carried on into Form 3. But I remember when this movie came out, and being a basketball fan, because I used to watch, because that was the time when Channel 3 had the NBA Action with Neil Walker. He was hosting that show.
Sunday hours,
yeah, Sunday hours. So Form 2, I was getting into NBA with Neil Walker and NBA Action on TV3. And then the following year at high school, this movie comes out, and it was just another medium to watch some basketball. And to have actor like Wesley Snipes on there, I don't think because I think when Wesley Snipes was there, I think this was the first film I've seen him in, because I wasn't familiar too much with the films he did previous. He came from Mo Better Blues. He did Mo Better Blues before that, some Spike Lee stuff. I remember Woody Harrelson, he came from the TV sitcom Cheers, so I knew him.
Cheers, yeah.
But the fact that these two, the scenes of them playing basketball outside, basketball court, like, it sort of appealed to me. It's like, man, this is like what we're doing at school. Like, we're playing basketball outside, So, and on top of that, it was the soundtrack to the film. So the theme song, or the end credits song by Riff, "White Man Can't Jump," was number 1 on RTI Countdown. So it was on the radio a lot. It was on RTI Countdown. So this was a song we bought at the music store. The single had it in our Walkmans. I remember taping the music video on TV. And that was a song you just played over and over again.
Recording it off the radio. Yeah,
recording it off the radio. But for me, it was recording the music video of TV and just rewatching it, because it had scenes from the movie in the music clip. So, I had all this without watching the movie, right? So I had the song, had the music video. I don't think I watched it on VHS until later, because it was one of those movies my parents would want to watch, because they don't want to understand that sort of thing. All they understood was Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sylvester Stallone and action. So, yeah, it's one of the first basketball movies that I saw. Probably one of the first, because this is pre-internet, right? So we don't get any, we don't see anything that comes out of the States in terms of streetball, and we don't really have that kind of culture as well. I remember hearing all the banter on the court in the first 20 minutes of the film. It's all on the basketball court, and you hear the yo mama jokes and the trash talking and all that. So this is like the first time you ever hear that sort of thing. It's fascinating, because you never hear people trash talking. Like, you don't trash talk when we play at school. Maybe we do, but not on that.
Yeah, it was more to the point when you're when you're a kid and in New Zealand. It's more to the point. You don't talk about your mum. You say, "Nah, you suck." Nah, you're useless. It's not. They don't talk about everybody else in your family. It's more about directed at the person. So I guess, like, just on that trash talk, that's a massive reflection on on the culture culture and how it was then.
Mm.
You know, kids, the black kids that hold their mums in high regard, so it was almost deemed like a low blow to start, you know, insulting her, like insulting their honor, I guess, or their parents' honor.
Those are things that really stand out, especially in the first 20 minutes of the film. Like for me, just loving the game of basketball. This is a film that shows basketball in a different light that I've never seen before. You know, it's not an NBA court. It's not Charles Barkley and all that kind of stuff. It's not Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
It's Wesley Snipes and Woody Harrelson, like swearing at each other, and all the other guys on the court swearing at each other, and you know, and that banter. Like, really, you never heard anything like that before in your whole life. So it's like in your head, you're thinking it's cool, but not thinking, what the hell is this? You know, what the hell am I watching? Whatever I'm watching, it looks cool. I probably never do it at school.
Yeah.
It's something different, eh? It's something, wow. It's really fascinating, eh, man? So I think that's one of the things that appealed to me, like just off the back of it being a basketball movie, but experiencing something that's I've never seen before in terms of that street ball culture stuff. So, and you know, it was around the time N1. I think N1 comes out afterwards. So,
N1 was that was like the late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah, it comes out later that decade, eh? So
yeah.
So I guess this is what we hark back to. We hark back to when we think of N1 mixtape, when those films, the footage of N1 comes out. You know, we look back at this film. That's the start of that. Eh?
Yeah, it's almost like the cornerstone of like streetball movies.
Yeah.
Because then, interesting because I was sort of looking at this. I was sort of looking at some of the other basketball movies in this genre of time, and like, there's nothing earlier than White Men Can't Jump.
Mm.
You know, everybody knows Above the Rim. Above the Rim came out 2 years later. You know, that was like another.
Yeah.
That was like a more serious. They had more serious undertones to it. You know, that's when they started introducing like the gangs into the streetball culture, and just, you know, people that financially back the streetball teams. It's crazy.
Yeah.
The film did a good job of actually just even putting out the use of language. Like, you know, when sports podcasters like talk about rugby league and they talk about block running, they're talking about just drifting off to the next guy outside. This film actually did the take me to the hole talk.
Yeah.
Like, you know, one-on-one, like take you to the holes one-on-one, or like stand D, like, come on, you can't D up on me, like all of that talk. If you didn't know basketball and the terminology of how it's even being used in the game of sport, in that sport alone, bro, you watch the first 20 minutes of this film and then you'll get a gist of, oh, true, is that what it means? But there's some gems in this film, bro. Like, especially because when they go to the 2-on-2 tournament, and that's just a 2-on-2 tournament, it highlights a lot of that in this film, bro. And so early in its time as well.
Yeah.
I thought it was like, man, that's solid, eh?
Yeah. Even the because I remember when I was a kid, when I watched this, I wasn't familiar with hustling. Like, I wasn't familiar back then, so even though it was playing out on my screen, I was just more focused on the basketball. But, you know, I was thinking about how that's the culture of street ball in LA. Like, you go from court to court, you play ball, you make some money. But think of going from court to court, like going to another neighborhood, play those guys at that neighborhood. It was the kind of thing we did here too. Like, I remember me and Alves used to go play at Starling Park. We know all the guys that come there every day after work. We go there after work to play basketball. But then you get other courts around Auckland, like Balmoral, like all those Mags guys. They go over there and play. So we will go over there too and play over there. So you get all these courts around Auckland just sprinkled across, and you just go to these other neighborhoods. You got the court over in Pass Park too. So you got all those guys that play there. So it's a bit of the same thing, like, and you know, as us as kids doing that, going around to all these courts and other places, it reminded me of this film.
Yeah, totally. That reminded me. You just like took me back to when I lived in Puriroa. So growing up in Puriroa, same thing again. You know, it had the cage in Cannons Creek. Anybody from Puriroa? Yeah. and then the mall. The mall was the other main basketball court. And you're right, there were like two different personalities. So it was almost like going into another territory. And then there was Calliope, where it was like 5 minutes down from Calliope Park. It was like 5 minutes down from my house, and I used to go there every Sunday just to shoot hoops. And it's just a single basketball hoop. So like, sort of like how it is up the top of
it's a community as well.
Yeah,
like that,
like that. Just a single basketball court, and like But you'll be surprised who turns up there. And like again, there's you have all those like these little crews. They have like their little territories. Crack up. So you're absolutely right.
I was looking up in 1992, this was a time in music. So this is probably the first sort of hip hop R&B soundtrack to come out. Because after that, like heaps of these hood films come out, all these black films come out with killer soundtracks, man. And you spoke of Above the Rim comes out two years later with one of the the best movie soundtracks of all time. But I think this was the start of it too, because I remember the song by Riff. But if you go down that list of songs in the soundtrack, if you look up the soundtrack, it's the music that's coming out at that time, 92. So when I looked it up, it's sort of the end of the new Jack Swing era, and the new R&B is coming up. Like TLC just comes out this year. MC Hammer's on his way out, because this is his last album. MC Hammer's on his way out. Hip hop, rap music is starting to come into mainstream, and I see number one here on 92 is Criss Cross.
I was just gonna say
with that Jump song.
Yeah.
And man, I remember when Criss Cross came out, man, that was something unreal. Like these two kids like rapping, like what the hell, with shaved eyebrows.
Yeah, and their backwards clothes.
So like I just said that song, and you automatically remember where you were at that time, what was going on in music. Boyz II Men's first album has come out. So yeah, it's the beginning of an era, right? It's the beginning of the 90s R&B hip hop era. And R&B's cemented itself. It's changing, it's evolving. Hip hop is slowly just starting to come into mainstream. So, and this is the start of 92. So, interesting time.
Yeah.
I also looked at the movies that came out in 92. So I got the top 10 highest grossing films of 92. So number one is Aladdin.
Aladdin is in Disney.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Number one is Aladdin. Number one grossing film in 92. Number two is The Bodyguard. Then you got, so this is the top 10. You got Aladdin, The Bodyguard, Home Alone 2, Lost in New York, Basic Instinct, Lethal Weapon 3, Batman Returns, A Few Good Men, Sister Act, Bram Stoker's Dracula, and Wayne's World.
Oh my god.
To round off that top 10.
And then add that on, A Few Good Men, The Power of One. And like, if you think about all those heavy hitters, and then white men can't jump, trying to compete with that. Imagine that. Imagine like trying to release a movie with all of this, because a lot of those are Academy Award movies, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like highest grossing movies. Damn.
But the best film Oscar goes to Unforgiven, classic movie.
Yep.
Best director goes to Clint Eastwood for Unforgiven. Best actor goes to Al Pacino for Scent of a Woman.
Even the year, bro, like what a year of awesome movies. Like even I think A League of Their Own came out that year as well. Alien 3, Last of the Mohicans. Like
another cult movie.
Bro, like all of those movies are like cult movies, man. Like shit, if you're into your film, bro, what a way to start. Because I remember watching League of Their Own like maybe 4 years after it come out, and then being like, man, that's a great film. Like it's a long film, but talking about sports films, like shit, that's up there. Especially with the soundtrack as well.
Damn. Yeah. 92. That was just think of like world events. That wasn't it when the Dream Team. Wasn't that the Dream Team run?
The Olympics. Yeah.
Yeah, the Barcelona Olympics.
Oh, yeah.
I remember that year because of the Pacific Cup, the Rugby League Pacific Cup that was in Auckland too.
Oh, nice.
That's why it stands out for me. Yeah.
Oh, yo.
Yeah, so interesting. A lot going on in 92, eh?
Yeah.
It looks like we're in the cusp of something of, the evolution of a few things, particularly R&B, I guess.
Yeah, totally.
So, yeah. Good footstep, boys. Any other facts you guys got behind the scenes of this film?
Yeah, I got one. So the character Raymond is like one of my favorite scenes of all time. The character Raymond. So came across a talk where the actor himself was talking about where he got the inspiration for where the Raymond character was based on. It was actually based on a washed up basketball player named Reggie Harding. And like, he was telling the story. He goes on to say the story. So this was from a podcast. This was from some podcast. Can't remember. I was watching it earlier today. But he was saying that the Reggie was the type of person that carried a handgun. He was also the kind of guy that was robbing everybody in his neighborhood. So that scene where you see him robbing a shopkeeper, and the shopkeeper's like, "Raymond, that you?" That's an actual that's an actual story. But he's done that before, and it's like, come on. And the story goes is that the shopkeeper tells Reggie, this is the 4th time you've robbed me. Come on, give me a break. I know it's you. And his answer was always, "It ain't me. It ain't me."
The thing about that scene, it shows community. Eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It shows the power of community.
No, yeah, that's a good telling name. But yeah, Reggie Harding's actually a real person, like straight from high school straight into the NBA.
Crazy.
And his stats, and he died at the age of 30. Like his stats were literally made of a guy who's gonna be great. There's a story that I think he was at the Pacers, because this dude's from Detroit, and apparently he wasn't put on the first half of one of those games, and because he always carried a pistol, went back to the locker room at halftime, and he pulled his gun out, and then it made a thump on the floor, and then the coach is looking at him and goes, "What's up?" And he goes, "All I know is I'm getting on in the second half. That's all I know. I'm just saying, like, bro, for a guy who would have been so big, because he's obviously a unit, because you could not mistaken this dude for his height. So when Raymond's actually being played, that Marcus Houston guy, the Houston dude walks into the shop, he's trying to be short. Well, obviously the dude must have stuck out like a sore thumb. You couldn't try and prepare all your way out of trying to rob someone, especially for the 4th time. Like, right. But yeah, it was his drug addictions and all that, that sort of like downfall of his career. But yeah, that's a sad story, man.
Yeah, the fact I got was they wanted Keanu Reeves to play the part of Billy Hoyle, but the only reason why they let him go because he couldn't play basketball. So they gave him a ball and watched him play basketball, and he couldn't play. Oh, don't worry, we'll teach you how to play. And then they couldn't do that, and then it was like, oh nah, they gave up in the end.
Don't worry.
Don't worry about it. So, not sure if it'll be a better movie with Keanu Reeves, but nah, not sure about that one. But the writer and director, his name is Ron Shelton. He's a white guy. He's actually a ex-baseball player. He used to play professional baseball, became a screenwriter and director. He's done a few sports films. He done Bull Durham with Kevin Costner. He's done Blue Chips with Shaq and Penny Hardaway and Nick Nolte. He also did The Great White Hype, the boxing one.
Did he?
Yeah, he did The Great. That's one of your favorite movies, eh?
Yeah, man, that's one of my favorite movies of all time.
So
interesting because also he did Tin Cup. Have you seen that?
Yes.
It's like a Kevin Costner washed up golfer movie. Great movie.
Yeah, so he's done a few sports ones. He's also was co-writer for Bad Boys 2.
Oh, true.
True that.
Yeah, so he's been around. He was the writer and director for White Man Can't Jump.
Just on a cultural, just on style basis. When we were watching that White Man Can't Jump video clip earlier, I noticed Billy Hoyle's shoes, and just looked it up on StockX. Man,
what are they? Reeboks?
No, they're Nikes. So Nike Air Command Force, Billy Hoyles, they're called. And they range from the starting price of $400 USD, and that's today. $400 USD. That's crazy. For a movie that was made 30 years ago. Crazy.
Damn.
I caught a little interview of them doing a 30-year reunion, man, and apparently the director with Billy Hoyle, with Sidney Dean, Wesley Snipes and Woody had never been with the director in over 30 years, man, and that was their 30-year anniversary, and they just did a memory lane of them, like in all the spots in Los Angeles, California that they took part of, and then it showed a couple of buildings that still exist today, and then they had the photo of them in their actual costume on the movie above a couple of complexes, which is like pretty crazy. Yeah, and then even what's her name, Reggie Lopez, just showing about how the movie made her. It's like, and if they couldn't have portrayed another character because apparently the character was supposed to be a white person, and then now one of the producers just said, "Oh, could we maybe try a Hispanic?" But they said, had it been a white chick, because it should have been a white uptown chick, it wouldn't have made the movie the way it was,
Oh, yeah,
so when she walks in and then she says her first line in whatever film, like foods, they start with the letter Q, like fuck. he was sold on her, eh? Like, yeah, bro, now you will run with her. So, that's gold, eh? Like, especially when you hear them go, oh, bro, the chemistry was natural. Like, it just, from the moment that they just, started acting out the scenes, it was like, nah, yeah, this is going to be a hit, man. And like, yeah, bro, evident, eh? Like, shucks, bro, this movie's timeless, man.
Yeah.
34 years on, and it's still gold to me, man.
Yeah, hard out.
Let's move on to some of the main characters here. So Wesley Snipes. I think this is the film that puts him on the map around the world. I think he's a national star with the movies he's done before with Spike Lee.
Yeah.
But then
New Jack City.
Yeah, New Jack City. Which probably the movie I first saw him in. Because he's done New Jack City before that. Hey. His character, Nino Brown, is an iconic character he plays.
Yeah.
So it's a good when it comes to that category, which is better, Sidney Dean or Nino Brown. But yeah, after this film, he becomes this action star. So after this film, he goes on to make Passenger 57, then the Blade movies and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, Demolition Man probably would have been the standout for me.
The movie, yeah.
Before he became Blade, yeah.
Yeah. And he reunites with Woody Harrelson does Money Train.
Yeah. That was a disappointment.
Yeah, it was a bit of a flop.
Yeah. Because that chemistry just wasn't there. Because I feel like that was just Sidney Dean and Billy Hoyle on a train, robbing a money train. That's what it felt like. But this time it was Jennifer Lopez, eh?
Yeah.
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 So I guess with Wesley Snipes' career, this is probably the kickstart to his career. This film and becomes his action star, but then he sort of at the end of the 90s gets overtaken by Denzel, I guess.
Yeah.
Because he disappears, sort of. He doesn't. I think Blade is his peak, and then we never see him again after that. He's not really
because of his tax problems.
Yeah. He has trouble. He has trouble later on in his career.
Tax issues.
Yeah.
He ended up going to jail.
So there's Wesley Snipes. Woody Harrelson. So this is his first film. Well, not his first film, but the film that puts him on the map. He's already sort of known from Cheers. But after this, he becomes a bit of a movie star. He goes on to make other movies. He does Indecent Proposals the next year, and then comes back with Wesley Snipes for Money Train. But he's in a whole lot of films after that.
He had a bit of a. I feel like there was a point where he had a bit of a rejuvenation in character. There was that point where he did that zombie movie back in the sort of mid 2010s.
Zombieland.
Zombieland, yeah, that's the one. And then there was just the rejuvenation of like him doing action movies again from that point onwards. Because then you see him as like all these sort of different serious characters.
So I got here. You got After White Man Can't Jump. He does Natural Born Killers, The Thin Red Line. He's in No Country for Old Men, 7 Pounds. So yeah, he's in a whole bunch of movies after that. So that's him. Then you got Rosie Perez, she's in Spike Lee's films. Before this, she's on Do the Right Thing. I think she gets nationally famous from that movie, Do the Right Thing. She stars in this film. Do you remember she came from In Living Color? She's one of the Fly Girls.
One of the Fly Girls, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that much. Yeah, she's got a bit of a discography. It's perfect too. True that.
All right, boys. Before we get to the categories, your last thoughts on the cultural impact of this film? We talked a little bit about it, but what's your sort of thoughts on that?
Oh, it gives you like an insight into like the LA streetball scene in the 90s, and it sort of like opens up a window to the world and what that looks like, because this is, like you were saying before, this is pre-internet. There's not a lot of content that goes out that left the US, because a lot of the content that's come out of the US is either about George Bush, it's about the Gulf War, it's about all these different things, but you don't see a lot about the streetball culture. So this is a nice insight into that world. And then also like the other side to that is like the era of trash talking. So you have trash talking. When I think of trash talking, I think of Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy is the king of that, right? And the way that he tells his stories. Now, taking an Eddie Murphy and then dropping him in the middle of Venice Beach, and then you have 10 of them all doing the same thing, and it's just yeah, like you were saying, interesting. Like you were saying before, Cams, I found that like real interesting. But on top of that, it was on top of the trash talking, it was the mind games that carried on. So like you can see, so there's like this one of my favorite scenes is where Sydney and Billy first meet, and he calls him a chump. And he's like, "Oh, okay, well, no, I'm not a chump. My name's Billy." He goes, "Well, can you count to 10, Billy?" "Yes, I can count to 10." He goes, "What's the score?" "I don't know." "Then you're a chump." "No, no, 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 no." You know? And in that conversation, he's already in his head, because what's happened there is in that exchange there, you see Billy's doing to Sydney what Sydney's doing to everybody on the court.
Yeah.
You know, and you just see straight away, like he flips around, he just turns around, he's like, "Nah, that's stuff you," because he's got no comeback. You know, he's got nothing.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, there was just that mind game piece. I reckon was one of the biggies that sort of stood out for me in cultural impact, and just how like that being ahead of its time. Because
Yeah.
when you think about it now, it's not just athletes these days. There's a part of the preparation is now the mental preparation and how they prepare for their games or their fights or whatever. So yeah, I reckon it was like way ahead of its time.
The impact was the dress sense, the tights underneath the shorts, the double singlets,
That's
the backwards
me.
cap, even the flipping up over the caps. Like the flipping of the caps is sort of come back 360, like the full. I think it's the five panel caps. Like that's made its way back, and it's evident in just all the influences that are wearing them now. And even just the street slang, like that was ahead of its time, big time, bro. The impact just the street ball itself had here, because I remember I was in that play back in the day, and they'd play up at the community centre, and then they'd head out to Swanson. I remember Rob Kumar and that they'd have like the 3-on-3s down at Swanson primary school, and then they'd move up, either go find another court, or it would either be at the PIC just when it was freshly built. So seeing all of that then was sort of like, oh, that's what they do on White Man Can't Jump, when they get out to Watts and they go head over to different parts just to play like Ray and that. So it was like you got a glimpse of it, like, oh, that's the scene, that's what they do, But it was just the hustling thing that sort of threw me off. Like when I first watched this as a kid, I was like, what? Oh man, they should have won. But then when Gloria tells him, you got hustled, it was like, nah, he wouldn't do that. Bro, when he opens the door and he sees him sitting on the couch with his boys back, that's like, what?
Yeah.
And like they literally fucked him over. But then that pretty much showed that's how they that's how they do it in the States, bro. You gotta act it out and make sure everyone buys into it to make it look legit. But that was something interesting that I took in, the culture, like, oh, that's how they do things in the States, because I'd never saw that here, like not to that degree. Especially with you can pick any guy out here, and then I want that guy, the white guy, the chump. Like, fuck that.
Give him the chump.
That's gold, bro. But even just the shit talking with the betting, man, like, bro, that's gold, bro. Say this piece of shit is worth $300. I'll put that up against my 1,700. Like, fuck, really? And this is like a meter away from him, man. Like, man, I'll buy you 2 of these chains. Like, yeah, that stuff's cool, bro.
Yeah, man, I agree 100% with you guys. Like, it's a window. Like you guys said, it's a window to what goes on over there. And this is a really good LA movie. Like if you haven't been to LA, they always talk about some movies. This is a good New York film, but White Man Can't Jump. This is a good LA film, man. Like a lot of the stuff is around Venice Beach and around those areas.
Yeah.
What's the place where Sydney lives? It's something View, Vista View.
Vista
View.
Yeah.
Vista
I
View.
just remember him calling it Trump Towers. I was like,
Yeah. And he's trying to get out of there. That's his goal, to get his family out of there. I think the impact for me back then was after this movie came out, everyone started doing those Yo Mama jokes and trying to figure out what's the next best Yo Mama joke, because we had no internet back then, so it's go by this film, but gave us ideas to trash talk and that. But yeah, there was a few things. There was that, and even like the title "White Men Can't Jump." We didn't talk about like racial stuff. Like I don't think I was too young to understand. If someone was racist to me, I wouldn't know what it meant.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So the racial part in this film, from the title and from the stuff they joke about within the movie, I did not get when I was there, when I was that age. So It's good to the impact for that to watch this movie nowadays and to understand what the racial stuff's about now. It's funny, and a lot of the stuff now when I watch this movie now, I'm thinking, man, they can't say some of these things in movies today, man. So
well, I think you're right. Well, I think what they were doing was that they were addressing like the stereotypes, of the 80s and 90s, and like you're right. If they tried having that same conversation today, people are going to get cancelled. For sure, people are getting cancelled.
So the back and forth, the racial stuff, it's similar to the back and forth between John McClane and Zeus on Die Hard with a Vengeance.
Yes.
They come back with those there's racial jokes in there. Yeah.
But that's a different reaction. So like, because like, what's his face? Like Zeus is like, Zeus is like dialed up to 10 when it comes to reacting to things that are racist. Whereas what was it? Whereas Sydney, he's stating as an absolute fact, like, I believe without a doubt that you cannot hear Jimmy. You can listen to Jimmy, but you can't hear Jimmy. He's just stating as a fact. But why? Because you're white. What other reason is there? I think, I might touch on that a bit later because it was,
no, definitely. The other thing that took me by surprise, or that I noticed when I watched it the second time around, was the character of Gloria and how she is, what type of person she is. Like, she's Latino. She's got this Brooklyn accent out east that, her accent doesn't match anyone else in LA because it's different. She's
got
from
a thick New Yorker accent too.
Yeah, she's got the New York accent, which I didn't get back then. But but being Latino and her character, like, she's sexually charged there, and like back then I didn't really understand, but you get the side boob shot all the time with her, and you get her, you get her language, annoying. It's kind of annoying now, but I don't know how. It was just weird, eh? It's just weird, but that she's like sex on a stick in this film, and I don't know how I can't remember how I reacted to seeing those scenes with her, especially those sex scenes with her and Woody. But when I watch it now, I was like, man, how did I feel when I watched that? Because this is something different, eh? This is like the Latino culture is like is romantic. It's hot and steamy.
Like, those are the words that came to my head.
She brings that out in her character, eh? But that's just her culture. That's what Latinos are, eh? Like a
just,
good looking
just
Latino
really
girl.
in touch with themselves.
Yeah. So she's that type.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, I agree. I guess Rosie Perez is her character is interesting because she's like a dark horse. Like in the fact that like at the beginning she's a lady who is in a relationship with a person who hustles for a living pretty much, and and when you first meet her, it's like, oh, relax. You figure out two things. One, she has a drinking problem, but two, she's been studying. Like, and what are you studying for? And then you find out later on that she's actually like a quiz master kind of thing. So she's a real dark horse. And then I guess like the evolution of her character from when you first meet her up to the very end, where she ends up leaving Billy, like it just shows like there's like this massive growth in her that actually, while they sort of acted like they needed each other, actually I don't need you anymore, kind of thing. Yeah. So it was a nice, like, for me anyway, the growth in her character from beginning to end is like a nice something.
Well, that sort of brings back the themes of this film. So if you take away the basketball stuff and all that, it's a story about relationships, loyalty, and culture. Like we get like we talked about the window in the street ball culture in LA, but but the relationship between Billy and Gloria.
Yeah,
they've got their own goals. Like Gloria wants to win Jeopardy and win money. Even when you talk about Sydney, his goals is keeping his wife happy. Like his wife wants to get out of that
trying to get his family out of the housing projects. Yeah,
that's right, and get into a real house. Right, so he's hustling for those reasons. The reasons Billy has for hustling is sort of selfish, when you think in the long run, because he says he loves his girlfriend. He sort
Mm.
of confronts Sydney about it when you
Yeah.
know, in the time when he drops him off,
Yeah.
and then
he sort
and Sydney sort of finds out his weakness. Oh, so you're the man on the court, but when it comes to your girlfriend,
of,
you're like real protective. So
Mm.
you know, but at the same time, he doesn't really value her the way
Mm.
you think, because he just wants to make money and play basketball, right?
Yeah,
And
I
he'll
think
he'll sacrifice like
everything.
being stubborn. Like
Yeah.
he'll be stubborn, but he'll sacrifice his girlfriend,
Yeah.
the girl that he protects, to do what he wants. So he's really a selfish guy. Like his addiction has got him in trouble.
Yeah. That's what
And
I was going to touch on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to touch on that. So, like, one of my hidden gems, we might as well just jump to it now. Well, one of my hidden gems is that end scene where Gloria actually leaves Billy. So she calls it out for what it is, because you don't hear it throughout the entire movie up until that point. That what he's doing, he's calling out the hustle and calling it actually what it is. You're gambling my money, Billy. He hasn't, and you can see it in his eyes that, like, he just all of a sudden, you just look at him differently, and he changes from like this the streetball hustler into what it is. He has a gambling addiction. Because he's all of a sudden all those cues throughout the entire movie start making sense. This is the last time I can guarantee victory. These are the types of people that you do not give your $20 to when they're saying they need money. And even as in the part that sort of seals the deal for me, and like this being a man with a really bad gambling addiction, is the fact that when she goes off, it still hasn't sunk in.
Yeah.
That she's leaving him, and he's still going, okay, I'll just see you at home later.
Yeah.
And you can see it in his eyes. He still hasn't really registered that she's left him. Because what does he do? He turns around, yep, let's go, and they're warming up for the last game.
And then it's funny because he's doing it out of loyalty, which is funny because there's no loyalty in the hustle game, right?
No,
he got
there
screwed by he screws Sydney, and then Sydney screws him back after pretending to be his friend.
Yeah.
So there's no loyalty in the hustle game. He's loyal. He feels like he needs to owe Sydney because he got Gloria part in the place in the Jeopardy show.
Yeah.
But he'll still sacrifice that. And then it's funny because Sydney comes at him afterwards and says, look, man, I give you an option, man. You took it. Like, you didn't have to. Like, I came to you and wanted your help. Like, I didn't care. Like, I just wanted your help to get this money. That's all I cared about. But you can always say no. And probably, probably pay me back later on down the track, So Billy's a guy that's, I don't know, stubborn, and all through the movie, like, he makes all the wrong choices there. But at the end of the day, these characters, they have their goals.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Billy's goal is to gamble. Looks like.
Yeah. I think, Billy's goal is it's just to chase, because he was saying that he played a bit of ball and back in Louisiana at college, and then he didn't make it, and then Sydney finished off the sentence and said, and you've been hustling ever since. So I feel like for Billy, it's more about like chasing that allure, or trying to chase that feeling of winning. I think that's what it is for him, and I guess, you're right. It sort of feeds into his gambling addiction. You're right. Whereas Sydney, on the other hand, I guess, for Sydney, it's all about, like you're saying, getting his family out the hood, but it was by any means necessary.
Yeah.
So basketball, I guess for him, he's what you call like the ultimate opportunist.
Yeah.
So you see that. You find out really quickly that it's not just the basketball that basketball is just another side hustle for him. He's doing the housing thing, the tiling thing, the roofing thing. He's got all these little hustles on the side, and that's reminiscent of I guess that's reminiscent in like in the way that he makes his calls. So like you're saying, he gets screwed over by Billy. Says, okay, well, let's just see what I can do with this, and he ends up screwing over Billy as well. But he doesn't see it as screwing over. He sees it as a business decision.
Right.
This is just business. We're not friends. We just make money together.
It's not personal, it's strictly business. And that's probably what I learned watching it the second time around. When I watched it last night, like a lot of these themes coming through, I never, you never get when you're a kid. But just the story itself, like the hustle game is ruthless, eh?
Yeah,
And Billy thought he was the man. He could play the game, but really, is another level. It's a different level to where he's at. Like he it's easy for him to win games, but if you want to go deep into the hustle game, like there's no friends, there's no friends whatsoever. Even though you're hanging out and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
When it comes to money, money is money and business is business. Right? You got to separate it from your personal stuff.
From your personal life, yeah.
Because everybody knows. Like, for instance, when Billy bets his whole winnings to tell Sydney, I can dunk the ball, and if it was us, we'll just give the money back, eh?
Yeah, totally. But this is a
Sydney,
business decision.
He got in the car and drove off and left him. Like, how ruthless is that, eh?
Crazy.
Like, that's crazy, eh? Like, if it was me and it was you, and you said, Cam, I can dunk the ball. Go, I'll bet my whole winnings I can dunk the ball.
Yeah.
And you couldn't dunk it, and I was there. Man, I'll give you your money back. Oh, don't worry about it. Here's your money back. But nah.
Are you sure?
In LA, man, business is business, man. You take that money and go, man.
I guess that's reminiscent of like the scene over there too. Like as another when you were talking about cultural references, I guess this is another thing. Is that like everybody's and you hear it a lot, like especially with the Americans, is that like they're real big on the hustle and they respect one person's hustle and they understand that, like you're saying, money is money. I guess it's a reflection of like the American dream. Everybody's trying to make that money, and you can't get angry at someone else for doing what they do because that's just business.
Yeah, yeah, interesting. No, it's good. It's good story. All right, let's get into these categories, man.
Cool.
So, most iconic scenes. What do you think the most iconic scene in this film is?
Iconic scene. Okay. All right. So, for me, it's that first. I think it's the first interaction between the shootout. So, he loses the game, he gets beaten, and then it's the shootout, and it's just the way that he's able to get into Sydney's head. And he's like, oh man, I'll be lucky if I can get 2 out of 5 here. And he gets to the third shot, and he's like, oh man, must be the luck of the Irish, but I'm not Irish. You figure it out. And then by the 4th shot, after the 4th shot, he hits the 5th shot, and he's like, you know what?
Ain't no thing.
Sydney. No thing but a chicken wing on a string from Burger King.
Sydney, I noticed that wind was kicking up a bit on my last shot. You might want to just about 6-8 inches to the left.
Here it is. This is the big one. For all the money.
Don't worry, Sydney. I've hustled a hell of a lot better players than you before. Don't put up no brick.
Hey, would you stop yapping and let brother shoot? Yeah, I got it. See you from the wrist.
Oh,
Brick.
And he's using all of that against him, against Sydney. And this is, I think, Sydney's armor is in the fact that he's able to keep ahead of people. There's trash talk. His mouth gets ahead of him. And he's able to keep people down by insulting the crap out of them. And like he just and pretty much like he just that's what gets him to the game, because he's able to get in someone's head. And then you watch what happens when Billy Hoyle does it to him. Just instantly, he's just like all of a sudden he's just stripped him of all his armor. He's left with nothing. So when he misses the shot, he's just like absolutely loses it, and he's like he's not happy. So I reckon that was like it was interesting to see, because it was like if it wasn't for basketball, I don't think these two people would ever meet, even if it was in real life. If it wasn't for basketball. So like it was interesting to see that for me. That was like the ultimate sort of like, okay, cool. Here's your polar opposite. If Billy Hoyle is like the white version of a Sydney team, they're complete opposites, But put them on the basketball court, they're almost exactly the same. What about you?
Man. So I had a list of a few, So that one you spoke of, the opening streetball scene. which goes on for half an hour, man. So that's a long scene.
Yeah.
The opening streetball scene. But within that, you got the Yo Mama jokes. That's like iconic because it's always been talked about at school.
Yeah.
I remember the Raymond get my gun from the car scene. That's an iconic scene. Everyone talks about that one. Like, man, that's so funny. Then there's the Billy gets hustled scene. I think the iconic scene is Billy walking down that stairs with the catch a train.
Yes.
That like,
Yes.
there's a bridge, and he's walking down the
Yeah.
stairs. Like, I thought that was an
'Cause
iconic scene because that's like coming out of nowhere. Like, you walk down those train stairs and you get into the court.
Yeah, because that's Watts, eh? That's an actual place in Watts where he gets hustled. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Interesting.
He gets hustled there. Then it's the 2-on-2 tournament, which you know,
dude.
and Billy's just doing that's the whole hustle, eh? He's just on the sideline, just trash talking those two stars, eh? Those
Yeah. Well, it's that whole mentality they say, yeah, like, how these, in that scene, Sydney's like pointing out who's who in the zoo. Don't worry about these two guys. These two guys out there, they must be on some sort of work release. These two guys will probably lose. Like, don't know why they're here. They argue amongst themselves. These are the two you have to worry about. And then instantly, as soon as he says that, Billy gets to work on them.
Yeah.
You know, gets to work, and he's just like really getting in their heads. And it's like, what was it really calling them? What was it? One of them was like Mighty Mouse.
Mighty Mouse, yeah.
It was like,
Hey, chump. Yeah, you, potato head. You know who I'm talking about. Is that the best game you got? Because if it is, you better just grab that free T-shirt and head home.
Yeah, man, what the hell are you doing, man?
You hit? Who'd you bring over here? Mighty Mouse?
Man,
You know something? You're too pretty to play basketball. You know that? You got that big Z in your fro, man.
Come on, would you stop already?
Hey, man, what are you, the Black Zorro?
Oh, man, look, that's enough.
Hey, no, seriously. You get your hair cut at the Braille Institute?
What the fuck is Opie Taylor talking
Forget
about anyway,
about
huh?
it. Opie Taylor? Opie,
Okay,
hey, I got your Opie, you big bad gomer powder, droopy-eyed son of a bitch.
You and the cream and wheat man, take your ass back to Mayberry and tell Aunt B she better have my bean pies or I'ma kick her ass.
What are you doing? Lurching Morticia?
What the fuck are you doing?
Hey, I'm doing two things.
What? What are you doing?
is that a black Z in your fro? Were you like the Black Zorro?
And you recognize the guy is Dwayne Madden.
Yes.
Yeah.
Interesting thing there is that he is just a villain for that scene, or he's just like the opposition players for that scene. And then before you know it, he's, leading above the rim 2 years later. It's like, oh, okay, I see what's happening here.
Billy loses all the money because he can't dunk the ball.
Let's go, baby. You can do it. Come on, I believe in you. I have faith. I know what the problem is. Come on.
Get out of the fucking way. Get out the way, man.
Yo, man, I'm just trying to help, man.
Sydney, it's a bet.
All right. It's your money. Go.
Fuck me!
You know, Billy, when I was looking at it before, I thought it was a little high myself, man. But after reevaluating, see, I think it was just like an optical illusion and shit, right? Yo, I know what the problem is. I can't let you go out like that, man.
Get the fuck off me, man.
Nah, man, I'll pump you up, man.
Get the fuck off!
I mean, you need all the help you can
Sydney,
get.
this is a bet, man.
I know it.
Stop fucking around.
Billy,
Shut up, man.
Billy,
Shut up!
Billy, listen to me.
What?
White men can't jump.
And I was just telling Filipo here, how sad is Sydney? Eh? Just fine.
Billy, I'm sorry.
Would you
sorry.
have given the money back? Would you have given the money back?
Like, considering they're trying to get out of the Vista views and they went no Vista of no views and
True, eh?
and like in the hills, it's literally like, well, fuck, bro, you all got a missus who's biting at you trying, I want this house, Sydney, I want this house. Bro, and they live in the projects, it's like, fuck, you're gonna do everything. It doesn't, I mean,
Yeah.
you got no soul, so, I understand, Billy, but then fuck, for him to literally gamble $1,700 up against 11 or like 700, like, fuck, that's pretty sad, like, but
Yeah,
he had to do
I
what
know.
he had to do, bro, like, even in this day and age, it's like, yeah, you gotta have no soul to be sort of ruthless like that. So, that made a lot of sense.
But see, that was the first hustle scene. So it was when he was betting him the rest of his. You know what? $5,000 on that 2-on-2 tournament. That's the prize money. For real, $5,000.
It was
$250
$5,000.
each.
Yeah, it was 5,000,
Yeah.
and then there was
It's a bit
1,500 for the runners up, but they only got checks for 1,000. That's in the extra scenes that I seen. I was like, hey, where was that? That's an edited scene out. So on the director's cut that I watched, I was like, hey, they didn't share this on the DVD. But yeah, they were like, because like as they're getting their checks, they're like, hey, you said 1,500, and then you need a $1,000. Move along, let's go. Like trying to get them out of the way.
Oh,
That was
that's when
hard
they
case.
kept it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, $5,000 for a tournament. Is that like because before inflation back in '92 it was $5,000? Doesn't seem much considering
Well,
you
could
get
be
20
just
grand
a-
when you do a run it straight over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, for 92, I reckon there would have been heaps of money, but then to any of
Yeah.
those guys paying.
It could also be like a reflection of the community they were in,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, how are they?
Yeah.
I had iconic scenes as the scene where Billy begs, you know, he gets, man, don't beg, man. There's one thing I hate is seeing another man beg. It's like you should, you know, it's like fuck what I said, dude. But you know, he's obviously asking, can Robert get Gloria into the show? But yeah, like that scene there when he goes up to their court, fucking like, you know, it's funny. It's like, did you notice that when he tries to take a seat that they're like getting him out of the way, you know?
Yeah.
Like he tries to take a seat, they're like, shh, get up. It's like then he ends up just sitting like crouching down.
Yo, Billy. Why don't you get some of that money, man, you won from the tournament, buy yourself some new clothes?
Look, Robert, let me ask you something, man.
Yeah.
They still making them TV game shows over there at the studio you work for?
All the game shows are done on my lot, baby. All of them.
That is genius, Sydney. She's been trying to get on that lot for weeks.
Robert, can you get her on?
Nobody gets on my lot without a pass. Nobody. I'm a security guard, man. I take that shit seriously.
Robert, can you do it for me as a favor?
Ball breaker, break your balls.
Broke my heart.
Heart, balls, details. Give me one reason why I should do anything for this guy.
I'll owe you. He'll owe you.
Okay. Tell you what. I'll give you one shot from there. You make it, I'll let your girlfriend on the lot. If you miss it, I'll get your car.
No problem.
That's where Robert goes with that. Well, breaker balls. She broke my heart. Yeah, balls, heart. Yeah, what? He's like, I'll give you one shot, man. And if you miss, I'll get your car, eh? And then he's like, man. But yeah, even when how Sydney plays that Don Corleone scene, like, it's, I'll owe you.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
that's right.
So he obviously
does.
goes, sweet. You miss, I get your car. But yeah, that to me is iconic. Because in my eyes, that's the first time you ever seen someone vouch for you for a favor on behalf of someone else. Name a time in your life you would have ever vouched for someone. But like for Sydney to go and ask his close boys to let him in, and there's no ties, it's only through us, you know what I mean? So like that was the first time I ever seen it, and I was like, man, like what he's asking, right? Because, you know, and then to sort of let him go, hey, I got you to the boat. The rest is up to you now. So when he actually said, oh, you're going to lose your car. And that wasn't even his car because he still owed the Stookie Brothers all their money. So it was like, fuck.
car.
And they didn't even have a car to get there because remember, he took the train to get across. So it's like, wow, that's a surely Carlo fight. But yeah, I just thought it was iconic because when he throws that shot and just the way everyone around, especially because he's going to lose his car and he's literally got no hope, you know? And so for him to just rely on his skill and like, it's funny because you want me to punt it up there? Just in the hook. Can I use my right arm? Bro, when I was like, God, yeah. Yeah, boy. And then that's when they cue the Jeopardy music, you know? It was like, wow, that's cool, bro. Yeah, that seems iconic to me.
The funny thing about that scene was when Robert, he was saying that how he's the man in his work.
Yeah.
Like, man, how many old men you hear at work when they exaggerate their position at their job?
Yeah.
Like, man, I'm the man, and I can give you any way you want to go. That's my section.
Yeah.
I was just thinking, man, this guy's exaggerating.
Yeah, know a few things like that.
Yeah, man, I got the scene where Gloria's in the game show.
Yeah.
Jeopardy.
Yeah, just tearing up, eh?
Yeah.
Tearing it up. And she's lucky that question came up, eh?
Yeah,
Who's
the
next start with Q?
But even the things of the Bible, even that, because she was studying that when he come home one evening as well. I think that's the evening where he lost the money. But yeah, that's sad. That's sad. But no, yeah, it is a good part of the film, especially because she studied it all. and it was there for her to like just go on there, and you were hoping like, oh man, if she wins, bro, she's gonna really bank like more than 10K, you know? To help with their money woes and get them debt free. But what happens
Her
after
character
that?
is a bit of a philosopher too, eh? She has these funny quotes she tells Billy, and Billy's confused, like the...
When I said I was thirsty, it doesn't mean I want you to bring me a glass of water.
It doesn't?
You're missing the whole point of me saying I'm thirsty. If I have a problem, you're not supposed to solve it. Men always make the mistake of thinking they can solve a woman's problem. Makes them feel omnipotent.
Omnipotent? Did you have a bad dream?
It's a way of controlling a woman.
Bringing him a glass of water?
Yes. I read it in a magazine. See, if I'm thirsty, I don't want you to bring me a glass of water. I want you to sympathize. I want you to say, Gloria, I too know what it feels like to be thirsty. I too have had a dry mouth. I want you to connect with me through sharing and understanding the concept of dry-mouthedness.
This is all in the same magazine?
And he gets water and he gets angry, like, he's supposed to do something else, like... and he's confused.
And so when you win, sometimes you lose.
Yeah.
Because it's not part of the rules.
Oh, yeah? Well, you know, Billy, I got a different set of rules of my own. You want to hear them? Here they go. Sometimes when you win, you really lose. And sometimes when you lose, you really win. And sometimes when you win or lose, you actually tie. And sometimes when you tie, you actually win or lose.
I hate it when you talk like that. It makes me crazy when you talk like that.
Winning and losing is all one big organic globule from which one extracts what one needs.
I'm fucked.
Bro, that there, bro. Like even as a kid, like when I was standing at 4 and I used to watch it, I used to be like, man, that's a whole lot of like that makes sense, man. Like, you know, that's a real projection of life. Like, you know, you might have played real good and scored heaps of points, but you don't feel fulfilled. It's like, why? It's like, bro, because you feel like you took advantage. You could have played better. Like, there's always more to improve on. Like, that's one of those quotes, say. Like, when you then actually win or tie, you draw. It's like, fuck, that's legit.
But that's sort of foreshadowing what's going to happen to him at the end of the film, eh?
Yeah.
Like, he won the game, won the money, but he lost the girl. Because she told him, like, hey, man, it's not about the money. It's about, you know, what I believe we should be doing. And he gives that all up, eh?
Pretty much.
Because his values are different. Then there's a scene when the Stucci brothers, they fake his death.
Oh, yeah.
And I thought he died. I remember thinking, whoa, they killed him. Next minute, it was just a photo.
I had another part when after they con Raymond and that, and Sydney jumps on the back and they start driving, you know. Then when he starts playing Jimi Hendrix, he's bopping his head and shit, and Sydney goes, "Man, ain't no man done that since the King of the Dark," and he's the King of the Dark. But it's what he says. He's like, you're playing Jimmy," and he goes, "Yes, I love him." And he goes, "Yeah, you're not listening. You can't hear. White people can't hear Jimi Hendrix."
Yeah.
Like if you look at how that's used in the film now, and like that to me is like, oh, that's iconic because now that's gonna play out every time they get into it. Because right towards the end of the film, when he goes, "I can hear Jimmy," he goes, "Fuck up, you can't hear Jimmy." Like, you know, he's like trying to say, "Yo, white, you stay white." And then it even shows like even when they go and have their bet on the side of the road, when he's pull over. He goes, "If you got a bit of sense, you would take some of their money, buy Gloria their dress in case the game show rings." And he puts up his half. He says to him then, he goes, "White men can't jump." Like, if you're thinking about it, he's like saying, white men can't do what black guys do. But then Billy flips it and he goes, "Man, nah, you'd rather look good and win second," you know? Like that. It's like, but there's some truth to that shit, you know?
Yeah.
Like, but even when he checks him, like, when they do that first hustle, oh yeah, that's the same scene. And then he pulls over and he's, "Hey man, you got a fly missus there."
Hey, no, you got a fine woman there, man. Hey, you keep your hands off her.
What's the matter with you? Like I said, she was fine. I ain't say I was gonna touch her.
Hey, you touch her and I'll kick your ass. You hear me?
Oh, oh, looky. Oh, look at this. Now it's all starting to come clear, isn't it?
Good.
You know, you're a real cool customer on the court. Real, like, chill out there on the street. Can't be rattled in your game. No. I mean, you don't even fall for that nigger shit out there on the court. Oh, but when it comes to your woman, now. See, that's a different matter altogether. Look at you. I ain't even talk trash to her, and you already scared. I ain't even push up on the sister, and you already thinking about it. Here.
Shut the fuck up.
No, but this is good. I mean, this is really good. I mean, this is good shit to know. I know your weakness. Billy, you just like all the other white boys I ever met.
You're just like every other brother I ever saw on the playground.
Well, come on with it, baby. Kick some shit.
You'd rather look good and lose than look bad and win.
Fuck you. See, you don't know shit about me, all right?
I know plenty about you, Sydney.
Like, that was because that scene is what ties that whole together. It's like, whoa. All I said was your Mrs. Fight. All of a sudden, like, he's in his head. It's like, he's got him, mate. Like, so, obviously, that's his kryptonite, man.
Billy, he protects his girlfriend no matter what. But he does this to her at the end. He doesn't value what her needs are because even Sydney told him, you have to listen to your girl. Remember, you listened to your girl. You weren't listening to her.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like you're saying, he's like far too stubborn to listen.
Yeah.
To anybody, to be quite frank.
Yeah, but that whole scene, bro, like straight after that, because I first thought like, even like, Sydney's on a roll, because like some of the stuff he's saying is like, whoa, yeah, no, that's true, eh? Yeah, white people wouldn't, eh? But then when Gloria goes, if I had a white drummer, and then changes the third, they can paint the whole band as like, but Jimmy is like, and it sort of made him look like a pukio, eh? It's like, oh, see what a basti, you didn't even know. But nah, that's at least like a crack up scene there. I thought, nah, that's cool, bro.
All right, boys. Okay, pick from this is your ultimate scene. So all eyes on me scene. Your most favorite scene. My one is the Raymond scene, robbing the store. It's my ultimate one.
Hey, give me your money.
Raymond, that's you.
No, this ain't Raymond. Nah.
Take off that goddamn mask and put down that gun.
Shit.
What you trying to do?
Look, man, I got me a couple of chumps on the line over here at the park, man. Come on, man, loan me some money, man. Loan me some money.
Get the fuck out of here.
All right. Hey, look, man, you need you a good gun, man, because there's some crazy motherfuckers walking around this neighborhood. A lot crazier than me. Give me $300 for it.
I'll give you 200.
Oh, come on, man, 275.
250.
All right. But now you robbing me.
Oh man, my one's when they get into it when they're walking through I think we talked about it when they're walking through the tournament and Sydney's pointing out all the different teams.
That's right.
Like,
That's Willie.
Who's who in the zoo?
Yeah.
That's Flat and that's Willie, and then he just like dishes out on them, and he just keeps on dishing out to the point where not even Sydney wants to listen to him anymore.
Yeah.
And then when Sydney turns around and is like, "Are you getting mad? Are you getting mad?" He goes, "No, I'm not getting mad."
Fuck you!
What the fuck is up with you?
Hey, what are you worried about? I'm in the zone, man! I'm in the fucking zone. They're pissed off. I'm in the zone.
Billy, this is not about black and white. This is about money. This is about green. You got that? Look, man, I need this $5 grand. And I am not about to let you blow this for me. No fucking way.
You pissed off?
No, I ain't pissed off. No,
You
Billy,
pissed off at me?
I'm not pissed at you. See, that's what you want me to do so you can get me in this fucking zone you talking about. But it ain't gonna happen because you ain't good enough.
Oh, is that another brother thing, huh?
No,
you
but see,
fucking racist?
No, there's certain things you can do and there's certain things you can't.
I can hear Jimmy.
No.
I can hear Jimmy.
No.
Yes, I can.
You can't hear Jimmy.
Fuck you.
No, you can't hear Jimmy.
Fuck you.
Good, fuck me.
Yeah, fuck you.
Good, fuck me.
Fuck
now
you,
say it
man.
with feeling.
Fuck you.
Yes, fuck me.
asshole.
Fuck me. Fuck me.
And that there, every single shot every single quote in that sequence is gold. Absolute freaking gold.
Yeah, Billy's introduction to Flight of Willie is probably that scene, especially when I think when he talks about the Z in your fur, and he goes, Morticia, lurch. He's like mocking them, mate, and they're playing their games. That's when he goes, she better have my bean pie or I'll kick her ass. Like that scene, and he pushes them away and he goes, hey man, you ain't a stupid. And that's the last thing you want, eh? You don't want them to get angry. Because I assume that you play better when you're angry. Because I'm not listening, eh? But
Yeah,
then
yeah,
he does
yeah.
it the second time when he starts yelling out is this the Masons Convention? He goes, I gotta get a blowtorch to be here, man. Because that way we can get all these bricks. And then maybe your mom can have somewhere to live. And he goes, and your sister. And he goes, I want your mom and sister out of my house. That scene, bro, is fucking crack up, eh? So she goes, yeah, I think the scene you're talking about is when he starts saying, he goes, I can hear Jimmy when he says that.
Yeah.
Like, bro, it's like,
And he just stops suddenly
yeah,
right in his
because I thought like,
tracks.
well, is he starting to come too? Because he's starting to do what Wesley Snipes is doing in the movie A. He's trying to play like get into someone's head, but then he's I don't listen, man. No, you can't hit Jimmy. And he sort of looks at him a bit crazy, He's like, oh yeah, that's funny. And he goes, fuck you, fuck me, yeah, say it again, fuck me. Bro, he went from telling him to stop to really actually sounding like that. That's pretty. Yeah, that's gold. That one.
Nice, boys. The Gaia scene. So, where's the annoying scene?
Oh, I don't think that's so much a scene. I think it's more, for me, it was more like it was an expression that Wesley uses, that Sydney uses at the beginning. Where like they're all fighting. I think this was when Walter calls like a foul, and then there's like an expression that he uses, and I just thought it was like absolute like I'm pretty sure you could have out of everything, that's probably the worst thing you could have said. He's like, you're giving me like 1 trillion headaches. It's like, what is it? Out of all of the things you've just said that are amazing, you're gonna say something rubbish like that?
Yeah.
Come on, man. And that's I understand that's just that's like a little thing, but that's to me, that was pretty much. I feel like it was almost as if they just ran out of things to say in that moment. Yeah, I don't know. That was for me. That's what was going.
That annoying scene. Yeah.
Yeah.
How about you, Les?
I thought when the Sticky brothers are chasing them through the apartment, and you know how Gloria, he's running, and he's like, man, what do you want me to carry you? Because he's carrying all the stuff. But when they get to their path and it's got the gate, and then he slams it, and then the Sticky brother goes, next time I see you, Billy, I'm going to shoot you, but I want my money first. Like, that scene, I'm like, hey, keep that same energy, Doug. Like, you know, then you listen to it again, and then when you see them at the end, they like doing the fake death scene. It's like, no wonder why. It's all about respect, Billy. Like that. It's like, yeah, that makes sense. It's like they want their money. They don't want to kill him, but it's just funny. Guys, see all these bitches, like that sort of stuff. Yeah, I thought that was an annoying scene, but I was like, did he really just say that? Like when I got older, I was like, he actually said, I want my money first. Like, did he work shit? It's like crack up.
Yeah, my worst annoying scene was when, I know it's part of the hustle, but it was Billy when he was trash talking from the sideline at the 2-on-2 tournament. Like, I was thinking, man, shut up, man. Like, fuck.
Especially when he crosses his arms and he goes, excuse me, I'm talking here, eh?
Yeah.
With his tongue. What a guy, man.
That was my annoying scene. All right, moving on. Going upstairs, TMO scene. This is a scene you want to slow down in slow motion.
Yes, I think it's the shift in Sydney's face. I'll go back to that first interaction again. It's the look on his face when, as he's taking that final shot in the shootout. It's that change. You see instantly what Billy's doing up to that right at that instant where he says, bing. That breeze is coming back. I think you need to, adjust like 4 to 6 inches. Chucks it out, and then you can see it in his face instantly. He's trying to laugh it off, but he's already lost. I reckon, for me, what was it? You need to watch. You need to watch Sydney's face in slow motion. Go back and look at his facial expression. His body language just says he's already lost.
That's when that's the ain't no thing, eh?
Yeah.
This is for, and he shows the money, eh? He goes, this is for the vet, eh? And then he's already said, yes, don't worry, Sydney, I hustled a hell of a lot of better players than you. Don't be throwing up no brick. There, when his face, it's like, oh, fuck. Hey, because he's already fucked up by saying the breeze out here sways 2 to the inches, but you don't know nothing about that. So when he said it to me, it's like, fuck yeah, he's going to throw up a brick. But it's just funny how he been straight to, give me my money. He's like, give me my motherfucking money. Yeah, bro.
Yeah, there's another facial scene straight away when Billy's walking off of the money and he's shrugging his shoulders and walking off, and you see the look in Sydney's face because he knows that that's my new partner I'm gonna get that guy for
he sees the
hustle.
opportunity. Yeah,
he sees the opportunity by his face when he realizes it, and he sort of has this little smile. He knows he's lost, but he's looking at Billy walking away and he has a little smirk.
Yeah.
Hey, he's thinking about he knows what he's gonna do next. So.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
man.
that's the way
that's a good slow
Yeah,
motion.
that scene's good, because like you said, Kens, yeah, when he realized that he just got hustled, and then he fucking said it to him, he's like, "Fuck," yeah, I lost. But yeah, when he thought like, when you see what happens there with the Raymond, and then Watts is like, "Yeah, wait, I got your ticket," Yeah, that scene was really good. I thought the one that needs to be slowed down is probably when Gloria says bye to him. Like after that beach scene, because like
Yeah.
I thought that was sad, man. Like especially because when you're watching Billy, it's like he's optimistic and he's trying to be positive, he's trying to listen, but then like he's torn between Sydney and Gloria. But it's like when Gloria like goes up to him and then she starts roller skating away, he goes, "I guarantee you, we're gonna guarantee that win." It's like, you're fucking dumb, man. It's like, but when she cries, like you feel it. It's like, man, she's giving you the ultimatum, man. Like, don't go to the game. Like, you don't need to help Sydney, but like he's too stupid to to process it. But it's like, no, we guarantee. Yeah, we've never done that before. Like that scene, I was like, hey, just listen to what he just said and then watch her skate away. Like she said, "I love you," kissed him and skated away. I thought, bro, look at his
And
face.
to make things worse, Sydney actually says to him afterwards, "Hey,
Yeah, bro. Oh, yeah, that's
he
what.
didn't have to do it."
Yes, it wasn't very hard. Like it's like trying to say it wasn't very hard to convince you. Yes. But then he tells him, "I think you're gonna be all right. You're gonna be all good."
Yeah.
And then he tries to start talking shit to him, right at the end. And he's, "Man, your mama's so, like, she's so ugly," or like he's trying to come back. He's, "Man, don't hurt yourself, man. Just like But yeah, that would be my slow mission moment.
I know a lot of people say it's a sad ending when they split up, but yeah, that's right. When Sydney tells him you're better off without each other,
Yeah.
because things are going like they don't want the same things.
Yeah.
Yeah. So right, boys, hidden gems next. Any scenes you picked up now you didn't understand back then, but you do now, or notice now?
Yeah, I think
So
the Stuggy brothers, when they pulled the pistol on him and they have it in his pants, like in his jock, because they want their money, right? Like to me, I was like, oh shit, like he's literally this man. Just give him a weekend. All right, then, Billy. It's like they give him another chance. It's like, fuck, they had just schooling him out and left his car out of the hotel, and then he's like, "We're gonna shoot you. Next time I see you, I'm gonna shoot you, Billy again. But we want my money first." Then when they did that scene, because you don't know what happened, right? It's like, oh, what the fuck? They got him, and he's got the thing in his mouth, and he's like that, and they've got the pistol in his at his nuts, and he's like, all right, you got 1 week. It's like, fuck. And this guy fucked him. Billy fucked him over for the bet. And then, they literally caught him. Like, they didn't even execute anything. So it's like, oh, nah, they must be just playing, eh?
Well, my hidden gems were just the culture of the hustle. Like I didn't understand back then, and it's interesting to see now. The street ball stuff, like back then I was just looking at it, but not 100%. So just all that stuff, just the culture of street ball hustle. Like, yeah, just remembering that now. Just knowing what I remembered back then is nothing what I saw now. If that makes sense.
Nice. I think I already shared my hidden gem earlier on in the conversation. I think this is why you're awake, us.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just on the realization that actually Billy has a gambling addiction.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Throughout this entire thing.
Yeah.
If you strip away everything that he very because he's giving away these lines like, "This is the last time I can guarantee victory." These are the kinds of things. When someone's like trying to make their money back after they've lost. So yeah, that was sort of like the hidden gem that I found just in that last conversation, and then it just matched everything that happened throughout the entire movie.
Yeah,
he's willing
because if you think about it, that story is a simple one there. Like you could take away the basketball stuff and put something else in, and still tell the same story. Like just the addiction. I think the addiction theme is the strongest part of the story. Yeah. And he learned a valuable lesson here on his addiction. Losing what he thought was the love of his life. He did everything to protect her, but didn't matter when it came to gambling.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Immortals. So, does this movie stand the test of time? And if it doesn't, what sort of scenes in this movie don't stand up? So, I got one, and some of the trash talking there, it doesn't really stand up. I
Mm.
thought were outdated.
I
But I remember back then when I watched that, it was funny as, man.
Mm.
Funny as.
Yeah, you're right. I think for me it was watching it again was the Your Mama jokes,
Mm.
because I guess at the time the Your Mama jokes was sort of like what you call period comedy, right? That's the comedy that was a comedy that was fashionable in that period of time during the 90s, maybe to the early 2000s. But that was when that came out in the movies. You'd never seen that before. You know, there may have been like the Your Mama jokes and Delirious and Raw, but to see it in an actual movie, like a blockbuster movie, it was never unheard of. So, but that hasn't aged well, because in watching it again today, like earlier on today, it sort of didn't have the same hit. That makes sense, you know, because I guess because we've been so desensitized, and our humor, our personal humor has just changed.
Yeah.
And if you think back in the 90s, there wasn't much of an identity for ourselves as Polynesians, right? Where I guess we've talked about this on numerous pods, where back in the 90s, because we didn't have much of an identity for ourselves, we sort of latched on to the black culture, you know, the way that they dressed, the way that they talked, the music they listened to, the things that they were interested in. Whereas now, it's, you know, those same jokes don't hit. They a bit of nostalgia, but they don't hit the same way that they did back in the 90s. That was for me anyway, about aging. But some of the other trash talking, oh my gosh, throwing a brick. Personally, that's something that I'm still saying that in 2025.
Yeah.
You know, shooting bricks, and the whole, like, my favorite, the favorite one being like, is this a Masons convention? How about we collect all of these bricks and build a house for the homeless?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I love that.
That's gold, eh? Like that mock there is gold. But
Yeah,
I think
absolutely.
you're right though. Yeah, some of it now, like when I watch it back now and like see Your Mama, is like, you know, it shows that how black men back in that time, or even if they still like that now, let that shit happen, and it's so normal that it's just like their way of banter, right? You said it to an island guy, bro, you throw your hand straight away. Like the first time you even mention it, you're gonna fight. Like, yeah, that's what I noticed. But I think the movie overall stands the time, bro, because 34 years on, man, I still think it's the same. A little bit controversial, but nah, I think yeah, just all the scenes, hey, how it's put together, like even when they start doing the free throw shootout, and just B Junior saying we going Sizzler, like that comes together really well in the film. Even like when Sydney tries to bet the money, but he doesn't have enough, and then Big Junior is trying to slip away, and he grabs him, and he says, "This is like a black thing."
Yeah.
And you gotta fight love of my kupe, you know. You gotta fight love of my kupe, man. So I can get this guy. He says, yeah, man, we the home team, baby. You know, like that. Yeah. But that's the same as like when you invite someone over to your grounds, right? Like if you know people come and play in your court or in your field, you're gonna have a bit of banter. Like even if it's like for us would be run it straight, cunt. Don't pass it, run it straight. Stop cooking it, run it. That talk. But even like when they go out to Watts and they say when they win their 1700s, they go 1700. They go back to SeaWorld, like, you know, and they like that stuff. Like, you know, that to me is like, yeah, that's the test of time, because everyone's probably got stuff like that, you know, every club.
Nice, boys. This is a late entry. I don't know if you guys got the latest list here, but this one is called Send In John Campbell Scene. So this is a scene with unanswered questions.
Yep. For me, one of the bigger things was why Junior didn't play a bigger part in this movie, because he's introduced almost as like a sidekick character to Sydney, but then, you know, after he loses all the money, that's it. You don't see him again until the tournament, and then
Him and George are partners.
Yeah. So it doesn't really. I feel like well, what was the actual relationship there? Was he just like another character? Was he just another one of Sidney Dean's marks?
Yeah.
Another one of his opportunities to make money, you know. I feel like there was more to that character that they could have used him instead of just like comedic relief.
Yeah. Who got on it?
Yeah, I got a scene. I think it was when the King and Freak Johnson, when they come back into town, and the details of where they'd been. Like, I thought, like, oh, why didn't they say, like, was there, like, it could have been more. Instead, we just saw like a no talking, just the game slow mode. That's all we saw. Like, these so-called guys. But they introduced in the opening scene when Billy gives the money, when he asks, yes, hey, is this where Eddie the King and Fruit Johnson played? And the guy goes, oh, yeah, man, the King and the Duck were the best that ever played here. Like, that's the introduction of them, right? But you never see them in the whole film. Right up until that. Sydney goes, hey, man, it's 2,500 to get them to play the guys. But there's no sort of, like, saying or where they came from or what damage they did. They're just like the hearsays or used to be's.
Yeah.
I thought like, they could have done that a bit better. But I mean, how they would have done it would have been the thing,
Yeah, I would have thought because I mean, I guess like throughout the entire movie, you get you hear their names just being mentioned in conversation, and it's almost as if yeah, you're right. I feel like these are these urban legends, but they could have just fleshed that out just a little bit more. Sort of reminds me of they're almost like urban myths.
Per
se,
Because
so
remember,
you're right.
Remember when Sydney, when he's taking his third shot, I think, and he goes, Michael Jordan came down to the beach one time. He goes, yeah, that's right. He goes, well, tell him what's happened. He goes, and he said, he took me to the hole. I took him to the hole. And he asked me, you should play Summer Pro League. And he said, no, it is hell no. Shit might fuck up his game. Shit might mess up my game. Like, that stuff, I thought if they had implemented that somewhere down the film, like even if Rain goes, man, you can't dunk for shit. You ain't shit compared to the King or the Duck, That sort of stuff could have been implemented to some of those characters, I reckon.
Yeah, my one was, why the hell did, in the beginning of the movie, why did Billy go to the beach so early? Because, man, that guy had to go lie down in the middle of the court and take a nap. Why go there so early when no one's around?
Yeah, true.
The sun just came up.
True.
Yeah.
True.
You're going to win this award. This is Selwyn Cobo Award for your favorite quotes of the movie.
Oh, man, I got too many, bro. There's way too many.
Let me go first then, because I'm sure you got this one. It's the line from Junior when he says, we're going to Sizzler. We're going Sizzler. We're going Sizzler. So I actually looked it up there. I looked up that place, Sizzler. It's like a Denny's. It's American place, and it's similar to.
We used to have one here, right?
To Denny's. No, we didn't. But there used to be one in Australia, in Brisbane.
Wasn't there not one in Manukau? I think the first Sizzler was Manukau, and then they turned that into Denny's.
But it must be the one that's just independent one, not the one that's
like a franchise
associated to the one in America.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the American one, it's out of business now.
Yeah,
this is no more. But got bought by a business in Thailand.
Oh, okay.
And then they had a branch. They had a restaurant in Brisbane, and that's closed down. So, yeah.
Going Sizzler.
Going Sizzler.
Bro, it's funny, because to me, if I helped out at the TikTok tournament last year, right? And I saw someone at the free throw line, straight away when they were bouncing the ball, we're going Sizzler. If we were getting that, it was our shot. We're going Sizzler. But no one would have ever known what I was going on about, but I just thought it was funny when you see someone taking a shot at the free throw line. It's like, yeah, we're going Sizzler. Yeah.
See, the thing with that line, it's an iconic line from this movie. But for me, because coming from watching NBA, my one is we're going to Disneyland. That's what Michael Jordan said. They beat LA Lakers. But we're going Sizzler from this film is iconic line name.
For me, it's at the very end of the Raymond trying to rob the shopkeeper. So he's taking off his mask. He's like, "Look, man, come on, man. I was like, you got some crazy people out here, crazier than me. You need to protect yourself." He goes, "Come on, man. 275. It's 250." He goes, "All right, now you're robbing me."
Yeah, I'm very hard. That's ugly.
It's funny when you disguise his voice.
What's his name? Oh, they me, man. But that guy's a legit player, right? He was a legit college star, right? What was his name? Marquise Johnson. Johnson. Was it Houston? Johnson.
Yeah.
But he's a good actor, right? My favorite one's probably even the dogs. Even the sun shines on the dogs there sometimes. Anyone can win the lottery. It's like, what the fuck does that even mean, mate? You play basketball, say, hey. I think we're left field with those ones. And what's the one? Ain't no thing but a chicken on a string like that. But when he's about to take his last shot, and then Yeah, that's when Woody Harrison whispers in his ear. He goes, "Don't worry, Sydney. I hustle a hell of a lot of better players than you. Don't be throwing up no brick." I was like, "Fuck yeah, he's already got on his head, eh?" And then like just the reaction when it goes up and it hits the side of the room, and you're like, "Shit!" Like this. And he goes, "Give me my money." He goes, "My dad's a man of integrity." He was like, "Man, shit, you said we're going to sizzle this. Shut Joe." And then it's like, I would say, "Fuck, that's funny, bro." You gotta slow mo something, bro. You gotta slow mo the way Sydney gets mad at P Junior, man, because fuck, that's crack up, eh?
Oh, dude, yeah. The longest descriptions, eh? What was that entire? There's the anorexic something. It's like, holy cow!
Yeah, that doesn't stand up to me. But then, didn't the guy that sprained his ankle? He said it too, eh? He said something as well, like that, similar to that. You caught 45 drinking drunk ass or something.
Yeah. Man, you fouled me.
Yeah.
Yeah, shut him, take the ball up. Yeah, that's funny.
You're caught 45 drinking ass up.
A line that Wesley Snipes brings from New Jack City is, "I see ya, wanna be ya."
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yo.
I'm not sure if he says the line from Passenger 57, "Don't bet on black." Does he say that one? Don't bet on black.
Nah, not on this film.
All right, moving on. The Civil Reese Award for the most overhyped acted seen by an actor.
I'm gonna say Billy Hoyles when how Ray goes, "Man, these motherfuckers hustled us, man." And then he grabs his blade and he starts going like this, and he goes, "Oh, whoa!" And then he says to him, "Mate, like I think Billy goes, Sydney, are you crazy? You gotta the guy, you know,
you're a family."
Yeah, he goes, "What?" That's the overhyped. I feel like that's funny, especially when the guy goes, "What? Why is he talking about your mother and your kids?" Raymond, cut this mother. That's sad, bro. It's like, City, are you crazy negotiating with the guy with the blade? Like, fuck, that's funny, bro. It's like, the poor white dude is the only white dude there, and he's supposed to be working together, and he's like, "Pala, I know, because now everyone's gonna turn on him." I'll go back to my car, get my other car, shoot everybody's ass. Like, fuck, yeah, that's run. But the way that everyone runs, eh? Like, even his partner ran. I was like, what the? It'd have to be that one, eh? That's it.
Oh man, for me it was it goes back to the first scene. How he's like, "Hard goddamn work." You look so bad. He's like, he hits a shot and he runs over to a lady. He's like, "Hey baby, I don't mean to brag, but I'm the greatest. I'm the greatest."
Yeah, man.
Because it's just
funny what Civil Reese actually does on the field, man.
Yeah.
Wow. Man, I got a weird one. It's Robert, his gingy when he goes to get her necklace, but the way she was standing there, like,
or dialed up,
like she looked like I was like, oh, this one, this girl. But she was cheating though. But, yeah, that's my one. All right, the David Tua Award, a character you want to knock out.
Junior.
Yes, that's what I got. That's what I got, man.
That's because it's the whole, like, if that was me, and he's like, I'm trying to shoot my shot. I'm Billy Hall, trying to shoot my shot, and I got this guy right on my face like this, and he's still trash talking. He just looks at him. "Oh, you want me to move? You want some room?" Bro.
I gave him his quote from the Brady Bunch. Like, he was actually singing that part of the song. Like,
yeah,
Cindy with the curls. Oh, come on, mate. Like, try. pretty outdated, eh? Like, his trash talking, but he's played by Kadeem Hardison. He's famous from A Different World. Have you seen that? It's a spin-off to The Cosby Show. So,
true.
So Lisa Bonet's character in Cosby Show, she goes off to college.
Yep.
And then they made a show of her in college, and it's called A Different World.
True.
And he's a star in there. He plays Dwayne Wayne.
I thought he was
iconic round glasses with the thing that flips up.
True that.
Yeah.
Nah. First I heard.
How about you?
I'll knock out
you want to give you a David Tua Award?
Well, knock the Stoogie Brothers out, man. Fuck, for making them run like that. Fuck. Every time 2A. Like, fuck. Piss me off, man. Why do that to Gloria for? Do that. Yeah, it would be them, bro. It's just like...
The Michael Meredith Award, the best food in the movie.
Oh, that's easy, bro.
So I got when Gloria made a nice candlelit dinner for Billy when he returns from the tournament. I didn't see what's on the table though. I just saw the bottle of wine. She's a bit of an alcoholic, eh?
It's the pizza.
Yeah.
It was just pizza.
She's got the vodka.
the pizza.
Oh, it's a pizza, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm.
And she's like sculling the wine by herself or something.
Yeah.
Where you been? She nigga home ages ago. The wine's all warm and the pizza's gone cold. She kicks it off the table. Eh? Oh, that's sad.
No, I can't remember any of the food from the movie.
Yeah.
To be fair.
That was it, eh? I think.
Nah, yeah.
I was gonna say, well, glorious molly, what? But when I get back, I'm gonna put my mouth where there's money is. Like, what a Joey.
Joey.
Next one, what's the score? Your favorite song, music score in the movie, and the scene it appears in.
Oh.
So mine's more recognize the song in the background. So when in the first scene, the first basketball scene, what's played in the background is Boyz II Men, Symptom from Cooley High Harmony's album.
First scene on the way to the court or during the
No,
game?
when they were playing.
Oh, that yeah, shows them playing. Was that a
When
Boyz
they're
II Men
playing.
song?
Boyz II Men song in the background, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, we spoke a little about the soundtrack, about Riff. And we watched the video clip before we jumped on the mics. Yeah, I remember how big that song was now. I forgot how big it was here in New Zealand anyway.
Yeah.
Like, I know it was an RTR Countdown #1, but when we were listening to that song, when I played it for us, man, all the memories came back. Hey, like, yeah, this song was big.
Yeah, that was a massive song. Massive song. For me, it was I think it was during the Raymond game, playing James Brown.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because I've watched so many basketball movies since, and all you hear is hip hop. It was actually quite refreshing to go back and hear that kind of thing over the, like and it was actually they were playing quite hard too. So I like hearing something like that being played over a basketball game. I thought was cool.
Yeah.
Mm.
At the beginning, the three old men that are humming.
Yeah.
Yep.
When they're humming that, they're singing. They're not singing. They're humming this tune. Yeah, that tune.
Yeah.
I recognize it on another movie. It's on Untouchables.
Oh yeah.
When in the beginning, when Frank Nindy plants the bomb in that shop, and the little girl picks up the suitcase and it blows up. It's that scene.
Crazy.
It would be the intro of the old men singing and the guy playing the kikala, like just that, and Billy walking and then him chucking the ball at the wall. Would be that one, especially how he just introduced himself at the end, like at the end of the song, because the guys pretending to play the saxophone. Like he's like,
yeah, that's right.
Like he's doing that, and like he starts to dance. Then he just asks the question, like, is Eddie the King and the Fruit Johnson play here?
Yeah.
And then when he puts the money down, they start doing that rhyme that you were just talking about, Cam's. But I just thought, oh, man, because they use that rhyme at the end of the movie as well, when they're walking away before they, can you turn out and play that song? But I thought that song there, because I didn't know it was a hymn until I heard it later. But then, and then when he takes the kikala to break into the changing room, and then when he's with Sydney and he's all right, man, you got another chance. There's the other door, and then he starts playing that. I will never bring you water when you're thirsty in our bed. I was like, my Billy, I understand, and then she stops with me and she goes, "Let's screw." Because if you knew how she like sits him in the bed, like, "Cause I'm thirsty," and then he went and got her a drink of water, and he goes, "Screwing is for carpenters." So when she said it to him after he came back, but then he explained to Sydney why, like he goes, "Oh, we always break up. The last time she got to the door, and then I got the guitar, started singing to her, and then the next time she got out, and then we just do this thing. It's just we repeat it over and over, So like when he played her that last time, and that's where I thought, oh man, that slow motion is like when she left him, and that was it. Like he thought, okay, oh no, I'll just play her another song or something. But nah, he like fucked that up. Like nah, she's gone for good, So I thought that song was got off. I had that song.
I was trying to say that scene was crack up when she told Billy, like, I don't like that word screwed. I like make love or fuck.
Yeah. Screwing.
When she said that, I was like, ooh, what's the difference between? There's no difference between screw and fuck. Next one, Netflix and chill. Should this be a TV series? What can we get? Episodes of Billy and And Sydney doing hustles every episode.
Yeah, I feel like there's like it wouldn't be basketball themed. I don't think. I think because if anything, the movie hustle, the movie sits around hustle, and it'll be interesting. I think how we were talking about like the we've got to send John Campbell in for all those. That's the opportunity to be able to explore those different characters. So like the juniors, the Stookies, the Duck and King, all of those different people. Even Willem, even what was that? The Flight.
Yeah.
What was it? What their names? William Flight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even those two. all of these characters will be. I reckon that's a great opportunity to flesh that out. But like, I reckon it wouldn't be. Yeah, like I was saying, it wouldn't be so much a basketball movie, a basketball series anymore, a series about basketball. It'll be more about the hustle. Because that's what the underlying tone is here of the entire movie.
Yeah.
The hustle and the American dream, I guess.
Yeah, and Billy's journey to try and get Gloria back.
Yeah.
Will she give him another chance? All the chances she's given him.
What song is he gonna sing to get her back?
Yeah. No, I don't think I could make it a like a mini series or Netflix series, and because to me, I think the film was great the way it was, man. Like in that one take. If they did try and like do like a spin-off from it, it would be like Gloria came back, or just follow Gloria. Like what did she do after that? Like did her and Billy ever cross paths later on? Like was there another tournament? Was there a revenge of the King and Duck on Sydney and Billy as well? Because like I just thought, man, it's sad that they talk about them like a myth and legend through the film, and then they just showed them at the end, but they never said anything. Whereas Era and us, like Fight and Willie, I thought like their banter was freaking crack up. Like if there was more of that while they were playing ball, like because that tournament is funny, like from end to end. Like even like Opie's pissing on you, like fuck, you don't say that to your own partner. Like he's literally taking the piss out of Opie, and he's like Opie's pissing on you, Duck. Like even that trend, like the how they're playing the chick. Like he gets a chick. Yeah. Like bro, what they're saying to each other is like he calls him a faggot. Like Billy was calling like a faggot. I was like, whoa, shit. Like those words were like, oh, that's ahead of his time. Then he replies, dickhead, and like, wow, man, they're going back and forth.
Yeah, I like that. I like that scene. How you see them scoring on Flight and Willie, and then Flight gets the ball, and it's like, oh, I'm gonna take your ass to flat school.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm getting off at the 7th. What was it? I'm going up to the 7th floor, dropping your ass off at the 5th.
Yeah.
Love it.
All right, Sixth Man Award, the best performance in the movie from a supporting role. I got Rosie Perez. I thought she did a good job playing Gloria. And if her role meant she had, like I mentioned before, she had to be a sexually charged individual, like she did that job to a T.
Yeah, no, I agree. She brings a lot of balance into that cast. I think she really like balances out, I guess, like the how do I put it? She balances out like the cast in a way, like you were saying, and adds that sort of that sex appeal, that brings the punters in. Yeah, you're right.
And she's so
she carries that
emotional.
really well.
She's so emotional too with her scenes, and you really feel her pain. Like she loves Billy, but she doesn't. But she knows she has to leave if he does this thing, and she does. She sticks to her words, and she does it. So it's pretty. She makes it so it's heartbreaking. We understand where she's coming from. It all goes down at the end.
Yeah.
Who you got, Filipo?
No, I agree with you, 100%. Rosie Perez, a great choice for the movie. Also, like you were saying, I agree with what you were saying at the end, because it's actually quite a powerful scene for her. Like I was saying at the beginning, before, like throughout the entire movie, you just see this growth. Because at the beginning of the movie, you see her as, Billy just tells her to shut up in the car, and and like sitting like, oh, relax.
Yeah.
But then, and she just takes it. Oh no, sorry, what was it? Get rid of that gum in your mouth.
Yeah,
She just takes it. Right up to the point where she just, disappointment after disappointment, and she just grows from that up to the point where she's actually able to just leave him. I
Oh,
reckon
nice,
so,
cuz. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Way
that's
to
good.
identify that, bro. Nah, yeah, I agree with you both, man. But I thought everyone did a supporting role, like overall, like the cast altogether was pretty good. Even like Frank and Willie, like those two characters, they both b-ballers, isn't it? Nigel Miguel and Dwayne Martin. But they their chemistry is good. Even like Raymond and his partner, like everyone, like overall, like you couldn't fault, like every scene. Like even for especially the scenes where they play the different cages, like in what's in that, like those everyone in that shot, like whatever part of the movie it was, it's like, bro, you can tell everyone's bringing that legit energy, like it's believable, considering that was a game that they set up for Billy Hoyle to walk into. Like if you'd imagine, like, okay, that wasn't scripted, but it still felt real. Like, because when you introduced the Billy sitting on the side of the court, because Walter got hurt, well, now they're going to introduce Billy to the game. But in the other scenes, it's like everyone else plays their part really well. I thought it's put together really well, even if it was spontaneous, or even acted out. But it seemed legit real. That's what I got from supporting crew. I just thought, everyone plays that really well. Not one actually sticks out, but Rosie Lopez, only because like the amount of scenes she's in,
Nice. On the other side of the spectrum, the Ruben Thorne Award, the weakest link acting performance in the movie. I got the Stoogie Brothers from this one. Who are these guys? I've never seen them. Never seen them before in other movies, eh?
Yeah, well, that's it, eh? Just their van.
Just their van.
That's it.
Yeah, they didn't have the budget to get some actors, some well-known actors. I don't know. I haven't seen these guys before, but
A couple of local Italians, just to come and do a job.
Yeah.
No, I agree. The Stoogie Brothers, no idea.
Hmm.
Like zero value. Like if anything, if you owe somebody money, you expect them to be like the boogeyman or something,
Yeah.
But yeah, nothing.
Yeah, that would be the better plot thing, for them. And then just still do the photograph at the end and fake the death.
Yeah, but making them a little bit more believable. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess, I don't know. Maybe it was just more about the comedic relief and just trying to make it a little bit more lighter. Because, if you make him like the boogeyman, it sort of adds that pressure element to the players to try and get the money.
How are the Stoogie Brothers in the new one, in the new movie?
Nah, there are no Stoogie Brothers. Yeah, nah, it's different. Yeah.
How about you, Lex? Who's your weakest link?
Yeah, but Stoogie Brothers and then those two guys betting, on the King and Duck game with the glasses and the big other, and like they're looking like they're powerful men, like rich high rollers.
Oh yeah,
and they're throwing the money on the ground because obviously they've bet it the other way. So I thought, waste time, man. Versus those no lines guys, eh?
Next up, we got the movie trades. Would you recast anybody in this movie to make it better?
Yeah, if anything, in the tournament, like a lot more of the like b-ball players or like guys who fit the look of b-ball back in that era, because they could have used like a young Shaquille O'Neal, like they could have used like a Tim Hardaway, all those guys. Like if they had like a couple of them, bro, that would have made the film even that much better, man. Because I thought, like, if he could, like, just trade out the guys who played in their tournament, and so, like when you watch Above the Rim, like, you can see, like, oh, yeah, those guys look like b-ballers from Street Thugs,
Nice. How are you, Flip?
No, I agree. I think I refer back to what you were saying before, Leti, about everybody playing their part really, really well. You can really see the chemistry, and because every scene is unique. Because the only recurring theme that you see throughout the entire movie is Sydney and Billy. But every scene that they find themselves in, those characters are unique to that environment. The Raymonds, and Watts, that was an entire, all those people you only ever see there. You don't really see them again. You only see them as cameos later on.
Yeah.
Even at the beginning with Walter and Junior. I mean, those guys, they were all just in that scene, so like to recast, I can't think of anybody that I would want to recast, because those guys for those different scenes, they own them. I don't think you're ever going to be able to replace someone like Raymond ever.
Yeah,
just, you know what I mean? Like the way that he
even
talks.
if Raymond was the Spiceable star, Man, he's a good actor. Eh?
Yeah,
Absolutely. Yeah.
And there's a
it's
comedic
amazing.
scene that's hard to do, and he did it to a T.
Yeah, totally. So no, the answer is no.
Well, I had a replacement for Junior,
Oh yeah.
and I would put Chris Rock in 80s Chris Rock.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, okay. What do you?
I'm gonna add a second part to this category, and it's would The Rock in this movie make it better?
With the what?
Oh, The Rock.
Put The Rock in this movie, would it make it better?
Depends if The Rock can play basketball, eh?
Yeah. Where would you put him? That's the question, because he's not a basketball player.
Like, see, if
Yeah.
if King and Duck were legit ball players, right? And like Shaquille O'Neal was one of those guys. Like, if you had introduced a b-baller like that, or like Kobe Bryant was one of the guys. Like,
Yeah.
But that would be epic, you know, because you just see these two street ballers from Venice Beach show out and smash every hood they've gone to, and then win their tournament. Like, and then come up against Shaq or someone like that, bro. That would be like, yeah, man, that would have been something else, I reckon.
It's like final boss level stuff, eh?
Yeah.
I reckon Denzel instead of Wesley would have been interesting there.
Yeah, true
Denzel
that, eh?
play that part.
Yeah,
Denzel
bro.
could play that part, eh?
Oh, back for that time. I know there's a hard one, because
Yeah,
he
no.
got game, and this is probably. I didn't see Denzel being funny. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
Wesley, I reckon he hit a bang on the head, bro. Especially when he does the, it's so pretty. She's so pretty. Like,
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine Denzel trying to do that. Like,
Yeah.
straight away you be going,
Yeah.
ain't nobody eating McDonald's tonight. That's you can't, man. You can't compare it. You know what I mean? Hey, must see ice and I go Big Mac. Like, nah, you can't imagine
He
it.
can't.
You can't,
Shit
man.
on me.
Yeah, bro. You can't, eh? It's like, but Wesley's nice, like, because you're seeing his other films, like, he can play drag. It's like, oh, yeah, nah. Wesley pulled it off, bro. Yeah.
Yes,
Nice.
different energies, eh? Different energies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next one, Rookie of the Year, an actor who was unknown at the time of the movie but became famous later on.
Yep, I think we touched on it already for me.
We
Dwayne
Gloria,
Martin.
bro. Oh, yeah, Dwayne Martin, you reckon?
Yeah, Dwayne Martin.
Martin.
Yeah. So looking into it before, he wasn't really cast in anything before White Men Can't Jump, really like TV series and stuff. But then straight after White Men Can't Jump, 2 years later, he becomes the lead role in Above the Rim. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
And he's also Will Smith's best friend, I heard. And he was married to Gina, from Martin.
Oh, true. I'd say, then going off like that information, I'd say his partner that would be Friday, was it Nigel Miguel? Because then he shows up in Air Up There. Remember? My son play for Wanabe. He not play for Wanabe. The next one you see, the driver's getting out of the car. What are you doing? Get back in the car. Get back in the car. You know, I talk to my son like that. He play for Wanabe. Yeah. That would probably be his next film that he actually played in it.
Oh, that's a classic movie, eh?
Yeah, I got Dwayne Martin as well. Okay, moving on. The Martin Nono Award. So, supporting actor or extra who shows up in multiple films. I got an actress in the movie. Her name is Tyra Farrell. She plays Rhonda Dean, Sydney's wife.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
also on
Boys
Boys
in
in
the
the
Hood.
Hood.
Yo.
She's
Ricky.
she's Ricky's girlfriend, eh? Yeah.
Ricky's girlfriend.
Is she the
Lady.
girlfriend or the mum? The mum. Not the mum? No.
No, the mum. Sorry,
She's the mum.
sorry,
Yeah,
the mum. Yeah, she's the mum. Yeah, you're right.
Oh, boy.
So some of the scenes, they're both holding babies in both movies. So
Oh, yeah.
All I can say about that kissy scene, I was like, well, you made black girls even more finer today, you know? It's okay to think they got beautiful lips. Yeah, she was good, eh? I'll probably just need her, man.
Yeah, no, I can't think of anybody else.
all good. Moving on, the Leonardo DiCaprio pointing. So yeah, I just got Dwayne Martin here. Points to him because he's on Above the Rim. Yeah, and Hollywood's husbands, eh? What's the here's the comedian, the stroker? Kevin Hart. His Hollywood.
Oh, yeah. The one he did with, yeah.
Because he stars in that too, eh? He's in there too.
Yeah.
True that. I think it was more, if anything, these are real places, eh? And where they're all those places they were shooting, they were real places in LA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Venice Beach and
And all those different basketball
Crenshaw.
courts. Crenshaw and Watts, they're actual places.
Crenshaw and Watts, yeah.
I only say that because I was listening to this podcast. It was 50 Cent talking with Andrew Schultz, and what he mentioned was that like to film in New York, just as an example, to film in New York is so expensive that now that they don't actually film movies that are filmed in New York aren't actually in New York. Some of them go as far as Canada or even or out to Kansas or somewhere like that, just to be able to have that just because it's cheaper. So for that period to be able to shoot on location in LA, it would be a rarity nowadays, given how expensive it is to be able to shoot on location.
Because the new Superman movie, they filmed it in Cleveland. So, Metropolis is synonymous with New York in previous Superman movies. But, the Metropolis in the new Superman is actually
Cleveland.
The city of Cleveland, So I wonder if it's the same thing, like it's too expensive to film in New York. Next one, we've got Stephen Crichton Intercept category. A prop or clothing item you want to take home from the movie you want to take home.
Oh, bro, yeah.
I'll just say it because I'll just bring Gloria home. Not even worth discussing, mate. It's not even worth discussing, bro.
I was going to... What, her roller skates or just... Or all of
that too.
Her and the roller skates, mate. Her and the roller skates and the whole outfit at the end there.
Nah, if anything, it'll be Billy Hall's shoes.
Wow,
Right. Right. A lot of high tops, eh? Those old school high top shoes, eh?
A lot of high tops in that movie. Yeah.
And what the hell is Sydney wearing, man? Two singlets.
Nah, that was the dress, bro. I remember that was the dress back in the day too. The two shorts, the reverser shorts, and you can wear them both ways, and then the double singlet, like the bodybuilding singlets. Like that was the dress, man. I used to mimic that as a kid. It's like, had no idea.
I remember when I watched this movie back when I was a kid. I wanted that T-shirt that Billy was wearing. The explicit lyrics.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Yeah. The parental
advisory. Lyrics warning. Advisory. T-shirt, man, that was mean. I remember thinking that was mean back then on 101. But now I would take Sydney's cap.
Yeah, the 5-panel head
too. Iconic, the cap. Yeah.
Hold up.
It's a bit iconic. How about you, Leti? What are you going to take?
Told you, Gloria. I would bring Gloria in. Bring the guitar and Gloria.
And the roller skates.
And her roller skates.
And what was yours?
Billy's shoes.
The shoes.
Oh, Billy's shoes. Yeah, okay.
Billy's shoes.
All right. Sky Tower. Of any actor in this movie, is this Sky Tower? Is this movie the Sky Tower of their career?
I think it was for Rosie Lopez, because it pretty much made her, and I don't think she did anything else that I know of that portrayed her better in character than this.
Yeah, I think in terms of popularity, because this movie went worldwide, not as much as Do the Right Thing. I think if you're in America, they'll name Do the Right Thing as her top movie, but since we're in New Zealand and her impact there, this movie for sure, taking her around the world. Yeah.
Agreed. Rosie Perez.
I chose Woody Harrelson.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I know he's big in other things, but I think this one really puts him on the map as a movie star.
Yeah.
And when you think about Woody Harrelson, it depends. Like, this is how you know. When you think of any actor, the first character automatically comes to your head.
Yeah.
That's how you know that's their Sky Tower.
Yeah.
So every time I see Woody Harrelson, I always think of White Man Can't Jump. I always think of Billy Hoyle. So that's how I think he is.
Yeah, interesting you say that.
And Rosie Perez too, yeah. Every time I see Rosie Perez, I always think of Gloria.
White Man Can't Jump.
Yeah.
That was interesting you say that, because I was just thinking about how the likes of Ryan Reynolds. So Ryan Reynolds goes, wherever character Ryan Reynolds plays, it's just Ryan Reynolds as that character. You know what I mean? So I feel like Woody Harrelson's the same.
Yeah.
He just plays the same person. It's just a different name in a different movie.
Just like
Yeah.
the
That's all
Rocket.
the same. Yeah.
Where's the
He's
Rocket?
either
Yeah.
Black or he's Sam Warner, or he's both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
you guys want to put Wesley Snipes as this guy, tell eh?
Nah, I reckon
No.
Blade. It'll be Blade, man.
I
Blade?
think so too.
Me?
Yeah, Blade.
Blade.
Just
Yeah, for me, it's
Daywalker,
a
bro.
toss-up between.
That's Daywalker, you know.
For me, it's a toss-up between Blade and Nino Brown. I think Nino
Blade.
Brown overtakes this one. I
Yeah.
think Nino Brown overtakes Sydney.
I think
For me, it's a
Demolition
tie.
Man.
It's a tie between Nino Brown and Blade.
Yeah.
Ooh,
feel like-
but that's a hard one.
Yeah,
eh?
that's a hard
Yeah.
one too, eh? But yeah, Demolition Man, they considering like that's what
And
Sly,
Summer Phoenix.
Sly and what's the name?
Sandra Bullock.
Yeah, with Sandra Bullock. Like, bro, that's
Oh.
especially these. Bro, that movie's gold, bro.
He outshines
bro.
Sly. eh?
Yeah,
in
yeah,
Demolition
Oh,
that
Man.
he
one.
does.
Yeah,
Yeah.
With the blonde hair. eh?
but
He's
I
got-
think that was the lure of the whole making of that film, anyways, because he had just come off this Sandra Bullock, but she had done Speed, and then there was that, you know. It was like, oh, okay, two, and they let the Pauline be because it was Sly, you know. But he didn't think it was gonna blow up. But I thought that film was pretty good.
Yeah.
Shucks, yeah.
It's a tough one, eh?
Yeah, I agree with you guys. I think Rosie Perez. Yep, this is her Skytel. This film.
Mm.
Skytel of anything in this film.
Oh, the breakup scene, bro. Like, fuck.
Is it
Yeah, to me, that
the best breakup scene ever in any movie?
for a
Wow.
for basketball scene, considering you know the theme of what's happening through the film, right? So you picked up addiction, gambling, and you picked up obviously like to me it's like, bro, something's wrong with this dude. Like he's got a beautiful missus. He got her onto the show. Why can't you just be content with that now? Yeah, he felt obliged to help Sydney. I was like, he didn't have to. Like he could have just loaned him the money. That would have been enough. But he wanted to gamble his money away. That's where I felt like, bro, you fucked it away.
In saying that though, I think there's only a handful of movies with endings like this
Yeah,
where they
yeah.
don't get back together. Yeah,
Yeah, well, that's it.
Yeah.
with couples break because at the end of every movie they always come back together.
Yeah, somehow, some way, but yeah, this was
She's
almost
leaving
like
on the train and he's running.
Yeah, it was like this. We are the
he's running,
champions,
trying
my
to
friend.
catch
Like
up
the
to the
Money
train.
Ducks. Yeah, or like, you know, Home Alone, you know, oh yeah, the mum walked through the door and you left him. Like, second time when you left your son in New York. Like, but if you think about it, it's like, oh, okay, of the 92 films then, yeah, this would be the Sky Tower breakup scene because
Yeah,
you literally had a whole lot of laughing.
I see it.
if you had a whole lot of laughing, it did like, what? Did she just leave you? Oh, fuck. Hey!
Yeah,
And then he had the nerve to say, we'll guarantee the win. So he's just looking there like, he could have just loaned him the money. Like, that was his fuck up. Like, he could have just given Sydney the money because, bro, pay back when you're good. But then he chose to play. Like, why don't you just play them for the sake of playing, but not bet the money? Like, he was that stupid to even realize that. Like, yeah, bro.
so that's a good call, man. Because I'm just trying to think of any other breakup movie and I can't think of one.
yeah, where it's permanent too.
Where's permanent? No happy ending in this one.
Yeah.
huh?
Yeah.
No
It's
happy
almost like a
ending.
horror.
Well, because
Nice.
they started playing that the humming track. You know, when him and Sydney are walking, they started playing the humming track again. Ooh, and then they plays the "Can you turn up and play" at the end. So I was like, all right, he's over it now. Carry on with your life. You're gonna be fine, bro. You're so good. I was like, oh, bro, that was pretty sad. She
Oh,
left
bro.
your ass.
There's got to be the Sky Tower Award for white men can't jump or can't dunk because Billy tried 3 times and he couldn't do it.
Yeah, true that. But did you know they lowered the hoop for that dunk scene at the end where he froze it up? They lowered it down. I think it was like half an inch. So there was, it wasn't 10 feet. They reckon, or like 4 inches. Yeah, it wasn't 10 feet. They put it down to 9.5 for him to get up there and do it. But he said that he had to stretch because he was struggling to make the dunks. And then someone told him, stretch your hamstrings. He stretched his hamstrings. Then he actually managed to do it. All right, but it wasn't an actual 10-foot hoop, you know.
Oh, right.
One thing I'm going to say, I didn't really get into the slow motion basketball scenes. Like I appreciated the camera right up in there. Like this, like you never see, the camera's not really up there in the screens when they're doing screens and up in their bodies. Like it was actual close-ups when you're playing, but the slow motion kind of, I'd rather see it like in
Real
normal
play.
speed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That cringe one is when was it Willie gets the ball and he throws it back in, and it's real play, and then he throws it, and they're doing like a netball pass back and forth. He's like, "Aye, fuck." and then the meanest travel when he does his around the back, and he throws it, and he asks them, "Why did you dunk it? Yes, why did you take that shot?" It's like, I thought you were gonna dunk it. Like, fuck yeah, that was funny.
Because now that I've seen it again, like last night when I was watching these basketball scenes, the slow motion, and man, how many times you gotta spin around and do a layup? Like, does that actually happen in real life? Like all these like ballet moves, like in slow motion. I know that it's kind of like it's planned. It's choreography, but they slow it down so it looks better.
Yeah,
because I bet you if you speed it up, it'll look weird, man.
Yeah, because I guess like I mean the idea behind slow mo is to be able to accentuate or capture capture those hidden moments in a play, but there's nothing hidden here. You know what's going to happen. You're just waiting for it to happen.
The only thing that was hidden and that behind the back scene was his travel. Because he only concentrated on the ball going around his back, and then he does that pass.
Well, I'm wondering if they use slow motion to hide that they're not really basketball players.
Yeah, no, they did. The lack of their skills. But then apparently Wesley Snipes was the one who didn't have game. He couldn't shoot, and he didn't have like that natural like basketball flair. Whereas Woody could play. Like he was he could play at high school. So the basketball was natural to him. Even the shooting. Yeah. So he admitted to Woody, like, before you came on set, 6 weeks, I just practiced free throwing because I knew I couldn't shoot for shit. So he admitted that.
Cracker.
Nice. It's not the Sky Tower for basketball movies, eh? It's not, eh? No.
Oh, not quite. Yeah, it's more the storyline for me. Yeah.
Sky Tower for sports movies? No.
It makes top 5 though. It makes top 5 basketball films though, and because of the when you see the scenes, and that's showing like the culture of the streetball, like that to me stands out. Like not as good as Above the Rim and overall, but still like to me like one of the best films.
I reckon it was I reckon if anything it was the Waymaker. So if, I reckon that White Men Can't Jump paved the way so that Above the Rim could be created.
Yeah.
I reckon.
Oh no,
nice, that's good.
I think overall, it would be my Sky Tower because it's my one of my favorite films ever. From start to finish.
Right, down to the last category, overtime. When this movie ends, what might happen the next day?
Bro, they just go straight back to what they would just go straight back to that same court and find new suckers to scam money off of. That's what's happening.
Yeah.
Laurier's not coming back.
Nah, and we spoke a little bit about that, like how it's, even though it seems like a sad ending, you don't get the girl at the end. But the way they were like talking to each other at the end of the last final scene when they're just arguing with each other again, they playing 1-on-1 again. Like they're happy. They want to do what they're gonna do. So they go back tomorrow and hustle again.
That's all that's gonna happen.
That's all that's gonna happen. Got anything else? Anything different, Alex?
Nah. To me, I'm still hung up on the breakup scene only because it's like, when she's like, he's like saying, because he's obviously at that point where he's like, fuck, I don't know what to do. Like, what do you want? She's like, I want you stupid. It's like, fuck. Can't be as clear as day as that. Like, it's want you. Like, fuck. It's not about the money and anything else. It's just he wanted her, but he didn't get it. Like, he still didn't get it, man. I was like, fuck yeah.
Oh, so the next day, do you think he's gonna try and go back to her?
Yeah, well, I reckon he'll try and chase it down. Like, but it's like, bro, you don't get it, man. Like, you gotta loan Sydney the money, but he didn't. He gambled it. Like she said, don't gamble my money, and then he again gambled it. It's like he tried to, like hide the fact, like he had obviously like it must have been a gambling addiction, but she just said it straight out and kissed him. Like, nah, I don't want anything else. I just want you. Like, how simple is that? It's like, that's as clear as it gets.
Nice, boys. That's it for the categories, man. And I asked you guys on the chat, man, your 5 top basketball movies. Start with you, Filipo.
White Men Can't Jump, number 1. Above the Rim. Sunset Park. Love and Basketball. He Got Game.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the White Men Can't Jump at 1. He Got Game 2. Above the Rim 3. I'd probably be corny and say, what's the one with Michael Jordan? The cartoon?
Space Jam.
Space Jam. And then, shit, I can't name another one. I can't name it. Well, probably Air Up There. Air Up There.
Yeah, man, it's a classic.
Only because, just how far the guy is willing to go just to bring his next superstar to the college ball. So, yeah, that one. That be my top 5.
Man, my top 5, man. I got a tie, 2-way tie between Above the Rim and White Man Can't Jump. But I think Above the Rim wins by a nose. Above the Rim, man, it's just great soundtrack, man, and it's great basketball. And just a gangster story, too.
Yeah.
Tupac's in there. So, Above the Rim. White Man Can't Jump, obviously, because the things we talked about it today, about it, and just how it's the first kind of like basketball movie introduced us to that world. Or even the first time I ever seen chain hoops. Chain nets.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. First time I ever seen that, and I thought, wow.
Man.
That was something cool.
You got to call me if you do Above the Rim, though. Because there's some mean comparisons, when you can compare the storylines and even like just the hustle of the hood, those two spaces.
Yeah, just love that. Like you have just going off topic, like with Tupac. You have rappers that try and become actors, and it's usually quite an epic fail. Like I think Tupac, because he's a trained actor, right?
Yeah.
He's a trained actor. It's like it makes a difference. So like the way he portrays Birdie in that movie is just great. It's just like, damn, this guy's pretty slick. The ultimate bad guy.
Mom was always waiting for you to come through that door, Shepherd. When he's playing with that blade on his mouth,
Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
Then I got Love and Basketball as well. Just the whole story from start to finish, like the journey these two characters have,
Yeah, I don't.
Quincy and Monica, and all that time it's Monica that becomes the NBA star, like has the NBA career, and that's a nice scene at the end because the story's about them trying to compete each other, like they love each other, but a stupid they have an argument, and it's over something stupid, and then they break up. But then all that time you're thinking, man, they belong with each other. He has this basketball dream. He doesn't get it because he's injured. She gets to go play overseas and be a professional. She comes back to play in the WNBA because they just started it. But that scene at the end when he's there with the kids and their family, but that was just a cool scene, man.
Yeah. Oh, right at the very end when she
right
debuts.
At the very end, yeah.
My favorite is
one of the comic scenes on that movie is the one-on-one they have.
Yeah, I was gonna say that when he's like double or nothing.
Yeah. So Love and Basketball.
But that's it. Those 3 films have iconic songs attached to it. And time period wise, like for Love and Basketball to rebirth that I Wanna Be Your Man.
Zephyr Rogers.
And then even like Pain, like for Dr. Dre and Tupac, like those are like I think iconic songs to those movies, man. So you can just relate straight away. Oh man, that's the way me can't jump.
Yeah,
dude.
The songs 100%. Are heavy ass.
Then I got Coach Carter.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that one.
Yeah.
Samuel Jackson. That's like the black version of Hoosiers,
Yeah, that would be in my top 5 as well. Just,
Coach Carter's there.
Yeah.
I remember watching Sunset Park, but I like the soundtrack of Sunset Park because I like Mobb Deep. They got that cool song on there.
MC Light and her take on Liberian Girl.
Yeah, but I wouldn't put that movie on because I'm not. I just saw it once. I didn't really get into that. But what I have, Love and Basketball, then Carter. Man, I gotta put Michael J. Fox and Teen Wolf, man. 'Cause that was my first ever basketball movie, man. And that was in the 80s, man.
This guy. What the?
Because I remember, like, the free throws. That's when I first saw free throws. And when he wins the game at the end, doing his free throws. Because he doesn't choose to be the wolf,
Chooses to be himself. Yeah.
Chooses to be himself.
So stupid when he's the wolf and he's like just stealing the ball off his own players to come and score.
Yeah. So he's greedy, like he's not the best player. I mean, he's not the best like team player.
Team player.
Yeah. So even though it's a white boy movie, I'm sure there's a black guy under that Teen Wolf suit.
Yeah, Michael J ain't playing like that.
Michael J ain't playing like that. Nah, man. Sweet boys, that's us, man. That's us.
Yo.
White man can't jump. Done and dusted.
Ain't no thing.
Appreciate the call up, Chief. Thanks
Thanks,
for calling
boys,
us.
for
Calling us
jumping
up from
on,
the
man.
bench.
Yeah. Thanks for jumping on the cord and playing late returns film review.
Oh.
But yeah, man, we should do it again soon. If we
Above
do,
the room, that's us.
what's the next movie? Is it Above the Room? Is it?
Is it?
Is it the next one?
King, if you saw. Yeah, King.
Yeah.
Is that what one you guys want to do? Yeah, we'll do Above the Room. Sweet.
Okay. Yeah.
That's us, boys. Thanks.
Shadows.
Have a good week.
You
Bye.
too, bro.